Guess his stock just went up, Golden Boy. Golden Boy.
Spurs are in the mud, in the mud. Spurs are in the mud.
Hello and welcome back to Sard's Football Corner, my people. Everybody in the damn chat, bro. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Today is going to be a mad episode. Today is going to be crazy. Yeah, we got a special guest due to tune in. Do you know what I mean? We got a big surprise, you know what I mean, which is due to happen soon. But listen, it's Gooner Lounge, man. We back, baby. Every Monday, Gooner Lounge is gonna be here, 9 p.m. 9, is that the 9? Yeah, that's the 9 right there. 9 p.m. every single Monday, mate. You're gonna see Gooner Lounge on this channel, 9 p.m. people. So, guys. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. We are back again to do another show. Let me bring out the boys, and let me start off, man. Let me start off with one of the guys who was fighting battles, bro, going through all types of streams, bro. Do you know what I mean? This guy was on every stream I could see, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's growing bigger than me, bro. He's bigger than me now. I can tell you that now. Yeah, I'm nowhere near this guy. By the way, Redliner Taranga says, Wara UCL for us, Nassad. Smash the likes. Listen, basically, to sum it up, Callum Hudson-Odoi took a shit on your chest at Anfield. So, how do you feel, brother? How do you feel, bro? He dunked on your head top, and then after, he was talking about getting eggs. Yeah? They were talking about eggs in the changing room. That's how you should feel, bro. You should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. Anyway, guys, can we stop pausing in the chat, please? Yeah? We're all men. Anyway, let me invite this guy. He's bigger than me, bro. Of course, he's the biggest guy on YouTube, man. Look at this guy, bro. Look at this fraud. Look at this fraud.
You brought out the wrong guy, bro.
No, you're the biggest guy on this whole panel, bro. You're the biggest guy out of all of the panelists that are gonna come out, and me included. You're the biggest guy, bro. Do you know what I mean? We all wish we could be like you, bro. That's the reality of the situation, bro.
Bro, I'm a peasant, bro. You got more subscribers than me, bro. I don't even have 1/8 of your subscribers, bro. And
you know,
you being bigger than Mr. El Alha. Mr. Everyday on the Terrace, all shows, bro.
Yeah, you know what? You butchered it, but
bro.
big up.
Nah,
you butchered it, but big up.
I didn't
you know what? Listen, the thing is, yeah, there's something about having popularity within the people, and there's actually something called street cred, bro. Do you know what I mean? Being popular on the streets, bro. Do you know what I mean?
I'm on the streets, bro.
All right, listen. Anyway, let's bring out everybody else. Let's bring out everybody else, man, because I got a little surprise for everybody. Let me start off by introducing the next guy. Man like my Maghribi brother. Always here, man. Bro, he's like a bad smell, bro. You can't get him away, mate. He's like a bad smell, bro. He's just here all the time, bro. Man like Ashraf is here. He goes straight to the top because he's actually...
What do we think of Tottenham?
Shit!
What do we think of shit?
Tottenham!
Thank you.
That's all right.
We
ain't Tottenham.
We ain't Tottenham. We ain't Tottenham. We ain't Tottenham.
We are the Tottenham. Hey. Oh, bro. What a song. What a song. Big up to you, Ash. Listen, I have to roll through this quickly, yeah, because I need to get people in. I need to get people in. Next is the guy that is actually the one who made the background that you're looking at right now. Absolutely amazing work by him, by the way. It's none other than the main man himself, Mr. Matchday Guru in the building. What are you saying, my brother?
What up, boys? Tottenham or shit, ole ole. Tottenham or shit, ole ole. Tottenham or shit.
Tottenham or shit, ole ole.
Ole ole.
Oh, bro, so many songs, man. So many songs. Right, let me bring out the two maestros, bro. The chat, bro. The two maestros, bro. These guys, they're two maestros, bro. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They just dictate the tempo of play, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's what they are, bro. They're dictating tempo, bro, in the chats, bro. If you see them in the chat, they're crazy. It's none other than man like Martin and man like T, and the T stands for damn Turkish. Told you already, bro. How you guys doing, man?
Cheer up, Pasta Coglu. Oh, what can it mean to that Aussie bastard?
You know what? I don't know if that's racist or not for me to say a fat Aussie bastard. I don't know.
No, I said it's fine.
It's not. It's fine, yeah. To a fat Aussie bastard and a shit football team. Ah, that is beautiful. That's that song, yeah. And it rattled them when we said it, bro. But anyway, listen, guys.
Right, just quickly. Wait, just quickly.
Surprise, bro. The surprise.
But just quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like your style, man. I like your style, man.
Shirts, huh?
This guy, bro, wallah, he backs up everybody who rocks the same shirt as him. He's like, I like your style, bro. I like your style. I'm like, this guy,
I was thinking of wearing that same jersey, but then I remembered our record with that jersey last season was disgusting, by the way. If you guys remember, we lost almost every game we played in that jersey.
Terrible
yeah, the lawns away, bro. Oh, cool. Anyway, guys, I think I have to introduce this next guest because it is a guest, guys. By just playing a little clip for you guys. I have to play this clip, yeah, because this guy chatting all week, bro. Giving it all of this, bro. Giving it all of this. I told him, bro, be humble, bro. Relax. You don't, bro, because you're talking too much, bro. The chest is like inflated and it's out, bro. I don't know if the players can back you with the same energy. But listen, let's play the clip first. Yeah. The man, the main man himself, Mr. Deji, is back. I called upon him, bro. And fair enough to him, he said, bro, don't hide. What do you mean? I'm active. Send me the link. I got 30 minutes, but send me the link, bro. I'll jump in.
Big up, Deji.
Deji, big up. Back in the building, man. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I mean, Don Robbie there, respect to him, he's a legend, but he is showing his age in that clip, you know what I mean? So, yeah, apart from that, yeah, I've been good, bro. I'm very, very good. And I'm here for it. A lot of Arsenal fans on this panel shaking their bum with their little frog, with their frog voices. Do you know what I mean? You guys can't sing, so don't sing. Yeah. So to be honest with you, man, I think some of the intro that you did was it's probably one of the most shameless things I've ever seen in my life. Because if you guys hadn't had any respect for your club, the legends, the Invincibles, the Henrys, the Vieiras, the Petit, the Overmars, the Birdcamps, then you can't tell me, honestly, that you were happy with your team's performance yesterday, where you guys pussied out and showed respect to my club. Let's be real. There's no way.
Wait, Deji. Why am I on the bottom here? Shouldn't he be on the bottom? This is ridiculous.
Put me wherever you like. I don't give a damn.
I wanted him to be in the middle, bro, because it's like a bit of a
surrounded by the.
He's come out swinging. He's trying to frame the thing as like it was a moral victory for Spurs. He's talking about the movies that he saw.
Okay, you know what, Deji? That's great, man. But listen, I could put trust in my club, as you like to say, to go out there and do the job for me. Do you know what I mean? I was not phased at all. I said I'm not scared of Tottenham. I think we are going to win this. We have more than enough to win it, and we did. We knew that your defensive record and all of that. But I think as the home team, we need you to also start. You know how I started in the preview? I said the home team has to go first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna allow you that courtesy again. I need you to go first and explain to us what happened out there, bro. Because it was looking a bit techie at times, bro.
Yeah.
It was techie.
I think thank you first and foremost for allowing me to speak. And
Of
I have
course.
to apologize if any of you want to make a cup of tea or anything. I'm going to be at least 2 minutes. So by all means, if you need to go to the toilet or do anything like that, go ahead. Look, the truth of the matter is, for my club, the truth of the matter is, guys, is that both our teams were toothless. I watched an Arsenal team in the first half that had 11 men behind the ball, which is basically you admitting that if it's about going toe-to-toe with Tottenham, you can't do it. And that's fine. We can accept that. That you still won. Your tactic still worked, but you conceded the fact that in terms of playing football, the beautiful way, you can't do it with Spurs. We are superior to you in that regard. Now, for me, I watched the whole game, obviously. The only clear-cut chance that I saw was Martinelli's clear-cut chance. After that, Arsenal had no clear-cut chances. And people kept telling me before the game about the high line, how Arsenal would exploit the high line. You didn't. I told you what Udogie was going to do to Saka Ash last week, and I want you to confirm that that's what happened. Your star boy couldn't do anything. You're going to tell me he was the one who assisted. He assisted from a corner. In terms of outfield play, Saka was non-existent, in my opinion. Pretty much the whole squad was non-existent. So it was a fairly even game. What I would say, though, is that Vicario is rubbish. Raya didn't look like he was going to concede. Vicario looked like a shaky little ragdoll, and that led to the confidence for Gabriel to get that header. Brennan Johnson, why the hell is Brennan Johnson starting in this game? Alderweireld needed to start. We know that Brennan Johnson can't start matches like Trossard. As soon as I saw that Trossard was starting, I laughed because I knew he was going to do absolutely nothing. And I'm looking at the panelists now, and you guys will agree that Trossard was non-existent as well. So we know that. Why didn't Postecoglou do that? The difference for me between Arsenal and Spurs yesterday was one player, Saliba. I explain why. Saliba, for me, is imperious, but the thing I'm impressed with Saliba is he just doesn't switch off. Romero, lapse in concentration is what gave you guys the win. Apart from that, you lot didn't look like scoring. That was the only chance. And you scored, and that's down to Romero. Romero did the same thing in the Newcastle game. Romero did the same thing in the Leicester game. I said to you, Ashard, I said it to you and Hawks, that if Tottenham was to lose this game, it's not because you guys would have played well. It's because Tottenham would have shot themselves in the foot. I said that, and that's exactly what happened. And that's why I'm seeing a lot of Arsenal fans shaking their bum, smoking spliffs, smoking cigars, wearing thongs. It's all disgusting, to be honest with you. I can't lie. But the truth of the matter is, they did nothing. You actually
didn't have to. You just give Spurs enough rope and they'll hang themselves.
But that is not Arsenal, though. Do you know what I'm saying? I hear you didn't have to, but
even the Invincibles stunk out some games to get some draws. I don't know what you're calling our history for. You're trying to distract. I know your techniques, Deji. I remember being on streams with you. You were telling me about movies, you know, what we did last summer and all that kind of stuff. But all we had to do was just let you guys self-destruct because you throw every man forward and you do like numerical overlaps, but there's no quality at the end of it. Son was basically anonymous. Solanke had the best chance and he took 3 minutes to take a shot. Let Saliba catch up to him. No one was scared of Brennan Johnson. Kulusevski's the only player who looks like he knows who's got the right decision on him in the final third, but he can only do so much. He can't be on the end of his little pass that he does to open things up. So look, we didn't have to do much. We just had to survive, win a corner, get out of there with 3 points. And I think no one really cares.
I know it's an if question, but I don't know. For whatever reason, I'm here to have good old-fashioned conversation. If not for that header, do you think Arsenal win the game?
I think we would have gone a bit more at the end. Everyone else has different opinions.
Potentially, we would have won.
I think we would, and I'll explain to you why.
All right, go on.
We may have not scored that header, yeah, but we would have gotten more set pieces, which would have increased our chances of winning anyway because you guys are terrible from set pieces. But Jesus, Yeah, but Jesus and Sterling coming on burst of pace against Porro, who already got cooked.
They look dusty though, both of them.
But no, but they look dusty because they were in a defensive shape. Do you know what I mean? They weren't told to go forward. They were told your job is to stay back and just try and knock the ball out of their feet. Just try and get the ball back and just push it long. Do you know what I mean? Just kick it long all day long. Just do that. That's all you needed to do. You never saw Sterling or Jesus do anything attacking, and you saw straight away when him and Wanyeri, bro, he said to him, "You defend in the middle. I'm gonna defend over here on the right." Like, bro, they were never on there to attack, bro. So this is the thing. Like, you have to understand that. I think you guys were beyond dusty in your words, bro, because yes, you did get the possession, but let's be honest, we gave you the possession. Let's be honest, if we really wanted the possession, we could have had it, but we didn't, because we know, let's face it, yeah, imagine you're in war now.
Well,
imagine you're in battle.
Why didn't you just kill us? Why didn't you just kill us?
Because brother, we're playing with a makeshift midfield right now, a midfield that never played together. The first game was this game was the first game that they played together in this whole season. Even in the preseason, they didn't even play together in that midfield. So that was a makeshift midfield, number one. Now, number two is sometimes, if you're in battle, yeah, let's see you're in war right now, yeah, and the opposition that you're fighting against, it's full of blind soldiers. They go out onto the battlefield. Why are you going to go out and get involved? Why not just leave them? They'll kill themselves. They'll start shooting around. They'll start killing themselves. Why should I get involved? Why should I go on the offensive when I know that you guys are going to do it to yourselves? You guys are going to keep on attacking at us. You're never going to score against us because nobody is clinical in your front line. Even Son had a bad game, and Son always loves to score against us. He loves to do it. He took that mantle from Harry Kane, but since Harry Kane left, bro, it's all of a sudden gone tits up. You know what I mean? He doesn't score anymore.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, they didn't get a dodgy penalty. So I just think, listen, I'll be honest with you. I was actually disappointed with you guys that you did put up more of a fight, bro. You didn't score more of goals. I'm disappointed in Maddison, bro. And I said this yesterday. He needs to give up football. He's done. This guy is done, bro. Retire now or move to another league and do what you're doing, bro. Because Maddison is beyond dusty. Maddison is disgusting. Maddison is awful. And don't ever fucking touch my manager again. And my manager and me are having words because that is fucking disgusting. In the North London derby and a hugging. Fuck that shit. Yeah?
There was so much hugging yesterday, dude. Even with Ange and Arteta meeting, it was like, what are you going to make out, dude? What?
Brother, there's no hugging. This is war. Yeah, this is a North London derby. This ain't no fucking friendly game, bro. Do you know what I mean?
I saw that hug at the beginning. I agree, and I thought, is he a madman? And he deserves all the stick he's getting from the Spurs fan base at the moment. To be honest with you, you don't hug the opposition. You don't hug your rival.
Just a good old handshake would have done,
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned handshake. For me, I would have given my pinky finger. That's about it. I don't know if I would give my whole hand. To be honest with you,
hey Deji, hold on. I need to ask you actually a question. Now that we're speaking about Ange, there's a split fan base now, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's all civil war going on in the Tottenham fan base. Are you Ange in or are you Ange out? That's the important question we need to answer.
So first of all, I just want to talk about the fact that Arsenal have not played well in your 4 games so far this season.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't think it's worrying.
Not true.
Ash, you know it's true. So I know you like to do these little ad libs.
I'll wait for my turn. I'll wait for my turn to talk to you. Don't worry.
Look,
I love this Deji.
I do like Postecoglou. I do think he's improved our style of play. However, it was unacceptable to lose to Arsenal yesterday. And we lost to Arsenal because of him and his decision-making. Alderweireld should have started. And if he had any sense, Dragerson should have started. Then we don't lose because Romero is too suspicious and there's some sentiments. I've given Postecoglou 3 games. As much as I talk about Arsenal were dusty in their second season and they finished 8th, and I always say to people, if it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. I don't know if I can stomach it, if I'm being brutally honest. Yeah. So I've given Postecoglou the next 3 games. He has to slap Brentford, Man United, and Brighton up. If he slaps them up, he stays in the job.
Those are some tough fixtures, man.
If he loses to any of those brothers, he needs to get out of my club, because for me, then I will legitly hang up the white flag and say this brother doesn't know what he's doing.
Do you mean slap up all three of them, or slap up one of them?
We need to slap up 2 out of that 3. We need 2 wins from the next 3.
Bro, get the white flag out now, because you're losing to all 3, bro.
We need to slap them.
You're losing to all 3 of them, bro.
By some miracle, they could get.
Yeah, they'll beat Coventry.
They'll beat Coventry. By some miracle, they could get something over Brentford, maybe. Yeah, Man United, that's a techie game. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like they're. Do you feel like they're dusty? I don't know.
Yeah, they're the worst team. They're the worst team in the league, in my opinion. Them and Everton.
They're above you.
Rotted.
At
Old Trafford, you're not beating them, bro.
So at Old Trafford, by the way,
we beat them 6-1 at Old Trafford, remember?
But
with a red card,
that was at the good days, bro. That was the good days.
And a red card. And a red card.
Yeah, but forget the red card, bro. That was the good days of the Stratford squad, bro, and everything, bro. Do you know what I mean? But I'll tell you right now, Brighton, you were not touching them at all. They will play against you and they will outplay you. They're not going to do our tactics where we just give you the ball. They will outplay you. I could just tell that manager.
There's only one team that can outplay my club.
There's an issue with Spurs. It's not actually the individuals. Like Romero, okay, he made a mistake, but Ange needs to swallow his pride and actually practice some set piece defense. Because if you look at this, I looked at a photo of Gabriel heading that ball. Sure, Romero lost his man, but you can't rely on your man stopping the guy all the time. There's Solanke standing there with absolutely no one, and everyone else is hugging an Arsenal player. They're too busy trying to stop us from doing some like fourth dimensional chess. They just need to stand there and fucking head the ball. It's not that hard. So there's fundamental issues in the defense of Spurs, but I think going forward, you're very fluid. Like I think Brighton will give them a fun game because it'll be all out crazy attack on all out crazy attack. But like when you need to win a game, when you need to defend your net and keep a clean sheet, which is like impossible for you guys, you need to start there. You need to start with your defense. There's nothing wrong with your attacking, like because the way you guys move through the thirds is hard to stop. But we can't really like we would actually just stay on the whole back foot because we had to keep chasing your man that are like fucking zigzagging all over the place. So I don't know. I think fundamentally there's a defensive issue at Spurs and
no, you're right. But if you look at all of the games, it's the same player that's caused the mistakes, and that's why. And it's for me, even though I agree with you, but it is Romero. I think Saliba just doesn't make those mistakes. He just.
Then why does your fan base keep saying that he's better than Saliba?
Yeah, you know what it is. At first, when he first came into the scene, I would have said we hadn't seen much of Saliba at that point, and he was the best defender in the Italian league. I think for me, what it is with Romero this season is he's just not interested. When it's for Argentina, he's a different beast. For Tottenham, it's just a job. He doesn't give a shit, to be honest, and that's really what it is. Whereas Saliba is more of a professional. Whether he's playing for France or playing for Arsenal, he plays with the same energy. The only thing I'm saying to you guys, look, you guys did your thing yesterday. You played your game plan, you won. But what I'm saying is also give credit for the amount of respect that you showed my team yesterday. Because really and truly, I've watched plenty of North London derbies, and so have you. And I have to say, performance-wise, that has to be Arsenal's worst performance I've ever seen. Even when you lost 3-0 to Spurs a couple of years ago, you still had a crack. I didn't really see Arsenal have a crack. We knew you weren't going to score.
We had the better chances still. We had the cross.
Still had more chances.
More
big chances.
Bro, Deji.
What big chances?
Deji, you're better than this.
On stats, what big chances? Can you name the big chance that you had?
Deji,
okay,
Martinelli 1v1.
Martinelli's 1v1, which, can I just say, the shot was soft. Yeah? Because everyone keeps talking about Martinelli's 1v1. But we all watched with our eyes him curl it into the keeper's hand. So it wasn't a great chance. Let's be sensible.
Like, from a fundamental, like you didn't have a 1v1 to match that. And we had a header that tested your keeper that could have been a handball situation if they really wanted to investigate it. So look, you guys had a glance shot from Kulusevski and headers that went straight at Raya from like way out. Like it was very low percentage stuff. Like I feel like we had a few more chances on the break, especially in the second half with Havertz drifting wide and making space for the boys to come through the middle. We could have turned those into goals much easier than your chances because there's just no one there. Like you guys just vacate the entire half. You've got two defenders there and everyone else is playing triangles and now fucking final third.
Okay, fair point.
Can I just say something about that goal as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
That goal, just rewatching it, right? Vicario is at like the 6-yard line when the ball's about to be played, and then he goes backwards onto the goal line. It's like, is he allergic to like stopping crosses or just putting his hand out or something? I don't understand. Because if you watch Raya in the opposite corner, he comes out for every single corner. Every single corner he's out.
Right now, I totally agree. Right now, I would rather have Ramsdale than vicarious liability. He's that rubbish. And so on my stream yesterday, I did a watch along. I called for 3 things. I said Vicario needs to go, Romero needs to go, Brennan Johnson must not start. If we swap those 3 things, I think we could be all right. Raya, the one thing I said about Raya at half time, I said, you know what? This brother looks like safe hands. He just doesn't look like he's going to concede. Do you know what I mean? That's why he's able to pull off those crazy saves against Ollie Watkins. He's just there. Vicario in the same situation, I don't think he makes the save. And when your keeper is vulnerable, it doesn't allow your defenders to concentrate because you're shit scared that, if they get through, they're going to score. Arsenal defenders can be calm because they know even if you get past me, you still got to get past Raya. We don't have that. And that makes us vulnerable. That makes us liabilities. That's why we lost. Arsenal always knew that they only needed one good chance. I think even if we had a good chance, even if Solanke got the shot off, even if Madders got the shot off, with the form that Raya is in, he was probably going to save it. And for me, that's unacceptable because for me, Postecoglou, what is he looking at? I knew vicarious liability was a liability before last season started. We were pleasantly surprised he made some saves. We all thought he was crap. He's turned out to be rubbish. How can you have a goalkeeper in the Premier League that can't deal with corners, that can't deal with dead balls? That is madness. Even Bournemouth's keeper can deal with dead balls. So that is a standard. Then if you're talking about World Cup winning players, people who play for their country, lapses in concentration should not happen, let alone 3 times in 4 games. It's madness. And then Brennan Johnson, I think the poor kid had to turn off his Instagram yesterday for the amount of abuse. And I blame Postecoglou for that. Why did he start him? Why did you start him when you know he doesn't perform well when he starts? It doesn't make sense. So yeah, look, Arteta did his thing. The only thing I keep saying is, if I'm going to take any positives from this game, not many teams are going to do to Arsenal what Spurs did.
What did you
do? Wait, hooks. Let me.
You guys need to come in now.
You guys are seeing, like, obviously, big up Deji. Like, not a lot of Spurs fans would show up in a stream that had 6 other Arsenal fans. So he spoke big. He showed up. But look, we're seeing through the thing. Like, the guy's coming in peace vibes. He's coming in assalamu alaikum kind of vibes. You know, peace and guys, it's okay. Nah, bro. Because we know come the next game at the Emirates, he's going to speak the same jest, yeah? For starters, the guy actually used an excuse of, he should have started Dragusin. He should have started Odegaard. First of all, he wanted him to start Dragusin over the centre back that they've been saying is one of the best in the world.
No, I never said. No, we're not on our stream.
You didn't say it, but Jacob, who you bigged up in the stream when he went on that rant, said, ask Lionel Messi, ask my GOAT. My GOAT said that Cuti Romero is the best defender in the world.
But what did I say?
He kept quiet. And then you just let it go on.
No, but what triggered that rant from Jacob? What triggered the rant?
Because he was criticizing. I think one of us was criticizing Romero.
Because I criticized Romero.
Fair.
If you go back to that stream, I criticized him.
But you cannot be saying that Dragusin and Odegaard starting would have made the difference. In my opinion, would have made no difference.
Secondly, Gabriel is not beating Dragusin in the air. Are you mad?
My brother has.
Hold on a minute. What are you talking about, Deji?
One second. This is a slow burner. We need to let it cook. Don't forget that we didn't have Rice and Odegaard. Had we had Rice and Odegaard, I'm telling you, my brother, right? This Salamu Alaikum would have become jihad settings. Would have been 3-4-0, right? We would have destroyed you guys because every single time we built from the back, we would have ripped you guys open. Let's actually talk about the game, right? You mentioned Oh, Udogie. What a beast he did. First of all, the guy got booked in the first 20 minutes. Saka got him booked in the first 20 minutes. And you know the Martinelli chance you're speaking of, right? We all know, any logical person watching that game, and Arsenal fans were saying this, he should have squared that ball to Saka. Saka had an easy tap in, which is why Saka screamed at him after the game. Guess who Saka? Let's assume he did it. Let's assume he did square it. Saka would have tapped it. Guess who let Saka run past him for an easy tap in? Just because Martinelli made a bad decision does not change the fact that Udogie almost cost you guys a clear tap in goal, right? And what did you say before the game, Deji? You're like, you asked me and Hooks, and you tried to press us about who's going to have more possession. And we're like, yeah, you guys are going to have more possession. If you guys let possession, we're going to dominate you. And I'm going to quote Guru. I hope you let me use your quote because I love it. We went there and we had penetration in the location, my brother. We had penetration in the location despite our less 36% or 34% possession, because we told you before the game, Hooks and I told you, that's going to be our style. We did it last season too.
Were you happy with that, Ash?
Yes, 100%, because I know we have Partey and Jorginho in the mid, along with Trossard, which is a makeshift midfield. It's common sense, knowing Postecoglou and knowing that he keeps saying plan A is to do, plan B is to do, plan A better. Oh, I'm not going to change my style. I'm going to keep playing the high line. So obviously, if you play that defensive game and hit them on the counter, you're going to punish them. You mentioned about the chances. Generally outside the Solanke header, which just narrowly went out. It wasn't even the best headed. I don't think he actually meant it. He just headed it back where it came from. You didn't have any major chance that was like, oh shit, they're gonna get us here. Maybe the Kulusevski shot. We had the Havertz header, which
written all over it, in my opinion.
We had the Havertz header, which was saved off the line. We had the Martinelli chance, which he should have scored or squared. And you guys remember in the second half, those last 10 minutes, when Timber ran through on the left, when Romero went diving like a madman, they played the ball. Timber went running in and sort of crossing it first time. He went a bit ahead, and then Van de Ven, given his recovery pace, came back and cleared the cross. Otherwise, that was an easy tap in as well. Those are like some big chances we had versus yours. Also, the Gabriel header, in my opinion, I don't care what people are saying, that's a big chance, because we are not a normal set piece team. When it comes to set pieces, you need to be terrified when Arsenal have a corner, right? Because we are known to destroy teams when it comes to set pieces. Last season, we scored 2 on your head top from corners, Deji. So when we have corners, these are big chances.
Was that a special set piece, or was that poor defending?
You could say it's poor defending, but I think even if he marked Gabriel, even if he didn't get pushed, I think Gabriel gets the leap over him anyways, because Gabriel usually towers over everyone in the league. And the last thing I just want to say, because you mentioned this, again, we spoke about it before the stream, and Saad said, oh, Son always gets us. And I said it, guys, the last 2 seasons at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, Son has been the worst player on the pitch. I don't know why. I don't know if he plays at home. He gets nervous. We saw it against City as well when he missed that sitter. I don't know if he only likes playing away from home. When he played at home against us, he's been stinking it up the last 2 seasons. And when he did that first turn on Ben White and he left him, Spurs fans were like, oh! And everyone is like, that's it. It was. And he did. You shook your bum for it, I could tell. But he did nothing after that. He did nothing after. He was locked up, bro. He was locked up.
Can I just say, Ash, you're speaking to the converted. I actually said pre-season that I would like to see Son sold, because he's going to be 33 this season. So you're telling me that the one thing I'm saying to you is you scored a free header, which in the Prem should any team, even Everton, should be defending that.
Deji, can I ask you a question then, based on what you've just said?
Yeah.
Based on what you're saying, I agree with you. I think most rivals would agree with you.
Yeah.
Why are most of your fans then calling Vicario one of the best keepers in the league based on last season, calling Romero one of the best centre-backs, and praising Son like he's untouchable? Because you're saying it, and I agree with you. But why are your fans not admitting it?
People call me delusional, but actually, when you listen and in between the lines, a lot of the stuff that I say makes sense, even if people don't agree with it. The truth is, Romero's rubbish, but we see him as an Argentinian. We like the fact that he's hard, he's a tackler, he's brutal. That's what they love. But actually, he has a lapse in concentration. And for me, if you're a World Cup winner, if you're someone that plays international football, that is got to be standard. So for me, I call it out. Son,
there's also a function with Romero where, like, he's been at Spurs. This is his 3rd season or 4th season?
Yeah, third now.
3rd season. We saw, and you say this about Arsenal. Why don't you have more possession? You're speaking to a generation of Arsenal fans that had possession without penetration for most of our fucking lives. We don't want possession with no goals. We've tried to pass it in for a long time, so that is no appeal to us whatsoever. But it also happened to us where players come to the club and they're great for a first season, and then they just tailor off because there's no motivation for them to keep trying as hard as they did when they got there, because I think Maddison's already in this stage where it doesn't feel like there's any light at the end of the tunnel for him to keep trying. Do
you know what? I think there's a couple of things. So I was speaking with some Spurs fans yesterday. The couple of things for Maddison is that we think that the inverted role might be congesting the whole midfield. If you look at it, they're tripping over themselves. Kulusevski, Porro, Udogi, Madders. I mean, bloody hell, it's just too many players in one spot, to be honest with you. And actually, maybe sometimes I actually think Spurs would fare well if they just didn't invert, to be honest, and actually good old fashioned have the 4-2-3-1, like Poch.
How about actually be tactically smart and know that you have a creator like Maddison who likes to occupy the central areas, and don't invert both of your fullbacks.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it's mad. It is mad. The only thing I would say is it does allow for Spurs to dominate. I accept it's domination with no penetration. Yes, it is. I agree fully. But what we are doing is minimizing. I mean, you guys talk about your chances that you had yesterday, but really and truly, in my general opinion, the only chance was probably that goal line save by Vicario. Martinelli's one doesn't count as a chance, and I don't remember any other chances. And I don't think ever, even when we've beaten Arsenal, that we've ever had games where Arsenal have reduced to no clear-cut chances at all. And that's the truth.
But once we scored, we were never going to try that.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But Postecoglou will argue that his style of play, and he's still arguing, he's arguing that his style of play is working, because you're going to say Arsenal decided to sit back and allowed it to happen. But he's going to say his style of play means that people are sitting back and allowing us to have the ball, which means that we're under less threat. What he now is saying is what we got to do is cut out the lapses. Because for us, whether you like it or not, no matter how you want to receive it, that goal was so soft that it boils down to not great Arsenal play. Arsenal didn't do anything. It goes down to lapse in concentration. You got the win. We have to give it to you, but you didn't do it.
Ross still has to make that spot.
I don't like how he says that.
Yeah,
no, but it's the truth, though. You can't say you don't did anything to win that game.
Deji. I think, like, obviously, I've been a bit quiet in it because I've already cooked you yesterday in it. So I'm giving everybody else a chance to say what they want to say in it.
Euro football said Deji is right, by the way.
But you know what? There's
that's Visca. He's deleted. Don't worry. He did actually call the score though.
There's a few things that you're saying that I just want to touch upon that I don't really agree with. The first thing is the calling the set piece an easy chance. Like, do you know how much detail Arsenal go into in training around set pieces? Like, the reason why we are able to do that, because it's not just you that we do that to. The only reason why it seems easy is because your manager
Have you looked at the goal?
Or your manager, bro, I watched it live. Your manager on the flip side doesn't think that he needs to train around set pieces. And
can I just ask a legit question? And this is not banter.
Yeah, go on.
What about your goal yesterday looked complex and looked like you had worked on it?
Okay. It's great.
The timing of the run of Gabriel.
It's great. It's great that you asked that question.
That is Sunday league stuff.
But then how come we did it last season to you? How come we did it last season as well?
Oh, wait, Deji, it's great that you asked me that question. So beautiful, yeah. So the mere fact that Gabriel was even free because Arsenal have all of your players worrying about what we're doing on the far end of the other side of the far post,
exactly,
and letting someone like Gabriel have that much space, who your players probably thought he's not really going to do much at this corner, and then at the right timing, he comes in and gets into an area where he knows Saka may be floating the ball. So when you're watching the game, yeah, it probably doesn't look like that much thought is going into it, and I give credit to that. But when you step back and you think, raw, how was Gabriel even in that position? Raw, where was all of the Spurs players? Raw, why did Romero think that right after being nudged by Gabriel in the back, he's not gonna leap? And like there's so many things your players are not thinking about because you don't train set pieces, bro. This is something that you should be going at your manager for. Yeah.
And thing is, hooks. I would agree with Deji if this was a one-off, but we have done it time and time again to many teams. That way that Gabriel holds the run, these guys push on to the keeper, especially when you know that someone like Vicario doesn't come out to collect crosses. So you play the cross. Remember the goal we scored last season when Havertz scored that header? They know Vicario doesn't come off the line, so they play it as close as possible to the line.
I agree with you, Ash, if we were doing zonal marking in the box. But Romero was given a task. We could see in the first half, because I actually said on my stream, I said it is good that Romero is marking Gabriel because they're both the best headers. Gabriel's the best header for Arsenal. Romero is supposedly the best header of the ball that Spurs have. And Romero's job is to mark Gabriel. That's why I'm saying to you, he flopped.
Sorry, mate.
But that's ridiculous because the only player that has to do anything is Gabriel. Just has to lose his man, and all of our other players don't go for the ball. The only other player that jumped for the ball was Thomas Partey, who's behind Gabriel. If all of our other players are just like standing around and their markers have them wrapped, none of the Spurs players are going to try and head the ball, and the keeper's just going to be there like, I'm going to wait on my line for the shot. It's like you've got played in such a crazy way that it looks like the simplest goal possible. And when you say that we played like defensively, we played against Man City. I think it was last season. It might have been the season before where they let us have the ball. And then they went long to Haaland, who did a tap out for KDB, and they went and had an easy goal. There's a smart time to just let the opposition tire themselves out and run around and think they're controlling a game. And I think that there's another dimension that Ange needs to add to his game, which is not just, I'm going to play like Barcelona in 2005.
Which brings me on to the next point.
Can I just say big up to any? I'm not sure who is somebody has redirected to us. So I just need to double check who's redirected to us. Sorry, because I need to thank them, whoever it is. Let me see. Somebody's redirected. I'm not sure who it is, but big up to whoever redirected. It's not telling me who it is.
Someone say who the raid is from, innit? Someone say who the raid is from. So
yeah, can somebody say that, please?
Which brings me onto the other thing, Deji. Yeah. So correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like a positive that you're taking from the game is the fact that we had to play in that way versus you, and you're taking it as some sort of positive in some way that maybe Arteta thinks that he can't handle, I guess, a battle for possession. Is this what you're trying to insinuate?
I think. Look, I think, and you guys need to take it with a compliment. You're one of the best footballing teams in the country, whether I like it or not. I only see Arsenal conceding possession like that to one other team, and that's Man City. Every other team, you go for their throats. So that tells me that you respect the way that Spurs play. Whether you choose to admit it or not, we all saw with our eyes that you guys...
But Brighton, no, Deji, that's not true. We concede possession to Brighton as well.
Against my club.
Wait, Deji, so this is my opinion now.
Wow.
So this is my opinion now, but I feel like it's probably close to the reason why we played this way, yeah. So you need to think at first, yeah, we don't have Erdegaard and Rice, who's very key to the way we play when we do want to play the way you expect us to play, right? The way that you said that we're good at. Like, our main creator is no longer on the pitch. Our main, the person who triggers the high press for us is no longer on the pitch. So that's the first thing, yeah. The second thing is as well, we had Jorginho and Partey playing. Partey, who played every game so far this season, plus 180 minutes, for Ghana. Plus, he now has to play 90 minutes versus Spurs. Plus, he then has to probably play another 90 minutes against Atalanta. Like, the load on the players is too much. So I'm assuming, this is my assumption now, is Arteta's gone, you know what? if we just sit back, and force them out wide, I'm very confident that we will be able to deal with whatever they throw at us. And Ange is not going to be able to react to the way that we'll play because he doesn't. He's never adapted. So Arteta's clearly figured out, okay, if you wanna be Ange's way of playing, all you really need to do is pack out the middle of the park and force them wide. You know yourself. You know yourself, that your wingers are dead. You know this yourself. Your wingers are dead.
I actually think you having Odegaard and Rice out was a blessing in disguise.
No.
No. God no.
But did you know why?
Full sense of security, and you get chopped up. I actually think.
No, we wouldn't. I mean, last season we had both of them, and we killed you in the first half 3-0. Yeah, Raya gave the ball for the first goal, and that brought you guys back. But we were killing you guys until then. Second thing, Deji. The reason why what you're saying is wrong is because Brighton, maybe they don't play the high line that you guys do, but they also like to play the possession, pressing game, building from the back.
High line.
Halfway line. Fair. And the reason I'm picking Brighton as an example, because every single time we face Brighton, you can go check it, they have more possession than us. Last season, we beat them home and away. They had 52% and 58% possession in both games. You remember the season before that when we beat them 4-2 at their ground? We had 38% possession. They had 62. So we always, when we play against these teams like Spurs, like Brighton, that we know love to build and love to play, we know we can destroy them with the way we build, especially in the counterattacks. So we play that kind of style on purpose. Last season, both home and away, fair enough, at the Emirates, you were a better team. But we had some major key players out in the midfield. But the second game, you had the same thing. You had like 60-something% possession anyways. And we still went. And if it wasn't for the Raya mistake, it would have been comfy. The Raya mistake gave you guys hope and brought everyone back in the game. So I don't think this is a... And by the way, even when you come to the Emirates, as long as Postecoglou is there, nothing's going to change. You will have more possession. Yeah. You will have more possession because we are going to play that kind of style anyways.
Guys, you know what? Just before we move on, because we are going to move on in around 5 minutes, yeah? And I'm pretty sure Deji going to dip after that because he doesn't want to be talking about Saka's injury and he doesn't want to be talking about Atalanta away on Thursday. But listen,
I just hope for you lot's sake that you lot deliver the goods because you already know that I'm waiting in the wings.
Of course you are. 100%.
Once you start flopping.
So next weekend,
on the other hand, we are not
as well. Are you supporting? Are you part-time Man City?
I don't give a damn about any of your clubs, to be honest. I don't care. I need my club to get back to winning ways, and we need to win now. This week we need to beat Brentford. If not, Postecoglou, I don't know if he's going to last the season. I can't lie to you.
Is it home or away?
There you go.
I think we're away.
Hey.
That's a
trust the process.
No, it's not. Hey, it's not. Hey, it's
bro. I want to trust the process.
The way
No. It's not optional. Look at these guys around me. They've been trusting the process.
I think we need to say it to him. I think we need to say it to him in a way he's going to understand. Martin, do you mind just please saying the famous phrase from Mr. Ange in your accent?
Yeah,
it's who we are. It's who we are, mate. It's who we are.
Wait, Deji, last question.
Listen, I want to leave. Hey, what? Can I just?
Last question.
Yeah, I need tea and I need the match day group.
My bad. Go ahead. Yeah. Definitely need tea. Yeah. My bad.
I need you to speak. What's going on, bro? How you feeling, bro? You're on mute, I think.
You're on mute. Bro.
That's all right. We'll take what you said as gospel.
No. You're not getting away that easy. Look at this guy. Man said, "Yeah, that's all right. We'll take what you said."
How about now?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, man, doing good. Just came back from vacation. A little bit under the weather, but the derby cheered me up, so I got a little bit better after that. Yeah, man. It's just another day at the office. I feel. For me, it's all nice what I'm just trying to do, but I don't feel like Levy is backing him enough because he wouldn't buy two how should I say infants if that was the case because Archie Gray, I've heard a lot of things, but where was he? Where was Bergvall as well?
Where was Bergvall?
I know they're young, but those were two of your three marquee signings. But apart from that, I have not much to say about Tottenham. I think Tottenham have it wrong. I think their fan base have it wrong when it comes to hyping the wrong players, because they're hyping up Romero when you have someone like Mickey van der Ven, who's actually a good defender. You know what I'm saying? He's from my country, so of course he's a good defender. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's quality. I love him.
Yeah, and but yeah, apart from that, I feel like our game plan, we were a little bit forced to play like this, purely because of the fact that we have two senior citizens at midfield who are literally war veterans with no legs. You know what I'm saying? So if we wanted to play that dynamic style of football, Jorginho is not gonna play for 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Maximum. That will be his time. Because at the second half he was gone. His legs were gone. He was losing the ball and misplacing passes. And Jorginho didn't look good at the second half. So for me, if I look at the football, yes, I agree with the fact that we didn't play the most beautiful football, but it was effective football. We got it over the line. And for me, Tottenham was just a stepping stone for the juggernaut who's coming after them, which is Manchester City. You know what I'm saying? And with all due respect, Deji, I have no, you know what I'm saying? I do not want to disrespect Tottenham like that, even though we are rivals. But I think this London derby was a little bit dry, dusty, as you like to say it.
Yeah.
There was no hype whatsoever when it comes to this derby, purely because of the fact that our club, especially our fans, were purely focused on Manchester City after this game. And even though we have Atalanta in between. So, yeah, I feel like this game was dry. It wasn't a London derby. It was just a stepping stone for us. We
actually thought
we got the
no
job
one
done. And
enjoyed the first half.
He
Like, I
is a
thought the
legend,
first half-
bro. He said he's not gonna disrespect Spurs. He just disrespected them in the biggest
No,
way.
but he's right.
I
though,
said
but
we're
he's
not even
talking
looking
about-
at this
he's
game.
not talking
We're
about
looking at Man
Spurs.
City, bro. We're not
No,
even
but-
looking at this game. This
The
was a
game,
win.
the game was dry. If you've got eyes and you're not doing a Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder, you can see that the game was rubbish.
Was I the only one that enjoyed
all
the
I
first half?
all I saw was Vicario getting moved to, bro. Yeah, moved to by
Hardly.
Starboy and by
Starboy
man
didn't
like
do nothing.
Jurian
This-
Timber.
Son,
No,
I'm
they
starting
were
to
moved to,
Can
bro.
I be
They
real?
were moved to.
Just like your friend said, I don't mean it in an offensive way, so I don't want
Yeah.
you to be offended because I do want to be invited back. I'm starting to suspect that you listened to the game on the radio.
There you are. Listen,
I don't think
okay,
you watched
okay.
the
Listen, this is not the last time you won the league title. This is now. Yeah, we're in the here and now, bro.
because I don't think you.
You're winning the
You
league
said
title, bro.
Starboy. What did Starboy do?
Okay,
Nothing.
so if you listen to what I said he moved to Vicario, and I'm talking about the incident. I'm talking about the incident that happened off the pitch when they were all trying to have a little scrap. Yeah, Starboy weren't having none of it, bro. Saka walked up to him. He's like, "Hey,
He was the first one there,
yo,
dude.
Do you know what?
pussy,
Do you know
or
what?
what?
The first one
Say
there.
something.
To be fair,
Starboy
I think Vicario should not have got a yellow for that. I think that was insane.
Yeah, he shouldn't have.
Starboy knew the cameras were watching. It's easy to have chess when the cameras are watching.
Also, I need you to be honest with me quickly before, because I know you're probably gonna go now, but I just need you to be honest with me, bruv. Was that a red card for Jurian Timber, or would you agree it wasn't a red card? I just need to
That
see your honesty.
particular incident is a yellow card, but I have a couple of things though. I think he pulled Brennan Johnson down in the first half. That easily could have been a yellow card. There was a little kind of tussle between him and Brennan Johnson. I also think that a lot of Arsenal fans have overlooked that on another day, VAR would have given Spurs a penalty for Timber holding Brennan Johnson in the box. When
He
the
was
ball
not holding him.
No people don't want to talk about it. But
He was holding him.
Ash is legit here. I'm referring to my learned friend Ash. Ash, you've seen them given. True or false?
He was definitely holding him. I was actually scared it'll give the pen, but I think maybe he didn't give it because he felt it was a bit too weak. I'm not sure, even though for me he was holding him. But at the same thing, Deji, do you not think, I know it was too close of a distance, but do you not think that Romero handball should have been a pen? Only because his hand was up in the air.
I actually don't remember.
The Havertz header that was cleared by Vicario, and then it hit Romero's hand.
Did it hit Romero's
I've seen
hand?
them given too. Yeah, and his hand was up.
I think the difference is that would have been harsh. That almost gives me Liverpool Spurs Champions League kind of vibes, where that's
Wait,
a
how
harsh
would it be
thing.
harsh? Don't even remember.
Whereas the Timber holding Brennan Johnson, that's not harsh.
But Brennan
That
Johnson
is-
was never
that
reaching
is-
the ball. He was never anywhere near his range.
wrestling. That is wrestling.
Yeah, I think Martin.
And you know
I think
what?
Martin
Can
hit
I
the
just-
nail on the head.
Can I just say something? You got to give Spurs fans some big boy respect, because we could have gone to town on that. We could have said, you know what, we deserve the pen. But you know what? We just went, yeah, we lost, and we're actually
they're
blaming,
all
we're not
trying
even
to
looking
do-
at we're not even looking at you. We're looking at ourselves and saying we've let ourselves down. But we're not even giving you, man, any credit whatsoever. We're not even trying to come up with any dusty excuse. You, man, was shaking your bum violently for
100%.
Monteris sending off the other day. We just took it graciously. You know what? Have it.
That wasn't a
Arsenal.
pen
Have
ever.
that. And that's why I know
Crazy.
you, man, can't do anything this season, because you, man, are shameless. And when you're shameless and you have no standards, guess what? You get nothing. And that there, Arsenal fans, is what I've been trying to get you guys to raise your standards, and you're not. And next week, the real G's are going to slap you up, Man City. And then
They
that's
said
it.
the
You
same
guys
thing
are-
last season. They said the
Wait, so
same thing
hold
last
up.
season.
There we
Couldn't
go.
touch us.
Hold up.
Some fans
What
are
is-
allergic to that word standard. So
Yeah, that is true.
Let's not start World War III. Let's not start.
Let's
War
not pretend
Guys,
that Deji
let's
isn't
calm
using
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
it.
We'll wait for the guests to leave, and then we'll
Yes,
go for a civil
yes,
war.
bro. Come on, man. You have to
Pause
wait
on
for
the
the guests
civil
to
war,
leave,
bro.
and then the civil war starts, bro. Relax, calma, bro. But listen,
Sorry,
Deji.
Guru wanted. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go ahead,
No,
Guru.
it's fine.
Sorry, you
It's
want
fine.
to?
I lost it. Train of
Sorry,
thought
bro.
gone.
Sorry.
All good.
That's what
Listen,
Deji does.
Deji, you're an absolute legend.
Big up, guys.
Apart from your football team that you support, you're a good guy, man. So
big up.
I appreciate you for coming through and
big up.
talking to us today, man. And listen, Deji will be back on this channel, man. I'm gonna get him on, bro. We whether it be like a North London derby show, we're gonna do something weekly where we bring Deji on, bro. Because I need to listen. It's a pleasure to share the screen with this guy, man. Absolute legend, bro.
My
honestly.
pleasure. Thank you for having me. Look, you know what? It was good banter, good talk. You lot deserve the win at the end of the day. All I'm just going to say, I'm just going to give you advice. If you take it, you take it. You don't, you don't. If I were you, I wouldn't shake my bum violently for your club. That's what I'm saying. And on that note, I'll just leave it there.
Hey, big up, Deji, man.
All right,
Big up, man. Big up. He is undefeated, bro. He's undefeated, bro. I don't care what anybody says. But I said I'm gonna give you guys one bit of advice. Let's not shake our bums violently about this result, bro. Oh my god, man. Honestly, you just can't beat it, man. But listen, I think we need to move on a little bit. Let's move on to the by the way, guys. Make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you are subscribing. 95 people in here at the moment, so make sure you're getting that done for me, people. I think there was 2 more super chats. Obviously, Redliner Taranga said Wara UCL, ha ha ha. And he said Wara trophy for Arteta. Arteta's won a trophy, bozo. He won the FA Cup. And then he said 6-6, baby. Anyway, big up Sard. So big up to you, Redliner Taranga. Big up to you, man. And hopefully you enjoyed your birthday, brother. Hopefully it was good. The family's all good.
I think he's saying that they need a 6. You know what I'm saying? That they've lost it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Remind
6,
himself
you know what I'm
twice.
saying?
Liverpool fans are a
it's
bit quieter
crazy.
today. They're not quite as all over the chat as they usually are.
Apart from Tash is just
Well,
like a crazy.
Tash
Tash is that crazy. You know
Tash
that crazy.
shameless.
You know that crazy madman that you see wearing socks and pants, and he's and nothing else. And he's just. And when I talk about pants, I'm talking about like boxers, bro. He's just wearing boxers and socks, and he's walking around showing people like a random newspaper from 1962. He's like, look at this newspaper. That's Tash, bro. He's just going around just spurting random shit to people, and I feel like they just let him just go, bro. Just go about your day, bro. You know what I mean? We're not listening, but go about your day, bro. You know, big up to you. Free soul, bro, is what they call it, I think. But anyway, guys, we need to. I know Martin's gonna go soon, but let's quickly chat about the Atalanta game, and I think we should start with Martin because that Atalanta. Oh, mate. Absolutely mad. But yeah, let's speak about the Atalanta game because that is coming up and it is a tough game, man. Listen, people are gonna say it's an easy game. It's not, bro. It's tough. 100% with them. So, Martin, what's your thoughts on the upcoming game, man?
I was having a chat with some guys about it, and they were saying that they would rest Timber because he has played too many minutes, and they would probably rest Partey and Jorginho, all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, I feel like these guys are just going to have to suck it up in this period where we've got injuries. There's not really going to be a lot of downtime for everyone. And Timber, I thought, had one of his best games for us. Probably would have got man of the match if it wasn't for Gabriel's header there. I think we might just have to tough it out. And I'm really heartened by our away form. We're just a killer team. We go away. We don't let teams score on us, and we find a way of getting a goal. So I'm excited for it. I think Lookman's the danger guy. I would almost bring MLS in as a left back or something like that because he's got that ability to stop a man from getting past him in a 1v1. I think Ben White is a little bit shaky. Might be some issues there. He might need to have a rest or something, but he's still having issues with the 1v1s. But the midfield, I think, is the biggest question. I would probably go with Rice, Partey, and Trossard if we're going to go with continuity from the last game and keep Havertz up front, do Martinelli, Saka, and bring on Sterling and Jesus like we did, but maybe a bit earlier than 80th minute. That would probably be my strategy. But I think William Saliba and Gabriel have to play too. Maybe Kivior, but he doesn't fill me with confidence, and I don't know if Calafiore is back from injury.
I hope he might be, because then we can at least give one or two players in the back a little bit of rest, you know?
Well, the good thing is that away game against Spurs is basically a home game, so we haven't had to do a lot of travel there, and we can go to Italy and come back. Probably, like, if we can get a win there, we'll be flying high for the Man City game. I feel like we'll be ready to take them on as long as
like there's gonna have to be a lot more rotation.
I have one question, Martin. If we end up losing the league by 1 goal, are you going to mention the Martinelli chance as much as you mentioned the Trossard chance?
The Martinelli chance in the last game?
Yes.
But we won that game.
Yes, but imagine if we lose the league by 1 goal. Will you mention?
You don't lose the league by a goal. You lose the league by points. So I don't know if you're trying to get into a different area.
No goal difference as well, right?
No, he's saying if the points are the same, but we lose by goal difference.
Yes.
Martinelli, I don't know. I feel like he could have taken that a couple of steps further and made it a bit easier for himself. He's just shot too early and was a little bit too predictable. I don't know if you want me to get on to Martinelli like I did.
My question is, how long? Maybe this question is for everyone. How long is your patience for Martinelli still? Because I feel like when a player keeps playing, they keep improving, but I don't see that a lot from Martinelli still. You know what I'm saying? I still like to see him make smarter choices because I feel like he still makes a lot of rash choices, a lot of stupid choices, if I may. But how long until we are sick of Martinelli is what I'm trying to say.
I'll give him the season.
My patience.
But if it doesn't improve, get rid of him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he had 6 dribbles, and that was more than everyone else completed.
Yeah, 6 out of 8.
Other things to the game. Everyone wants a goal or they want an assist. I feel like he deserves an assist for his cross to Havertz for that header because that was probably our best open play chance. And until he gets a goal, people are going to be on his back, regardless. But he's also tracking back in our box, stopping chances from their wingers too. So there's way more to the game that Arteta sees than just, my winger needs to score a goal to get his confidence back. So for me, he's got a lot.
I feel like
not a lot.
I feel like Arteta just expects that from the wingers. You know, it's like you can't play for us if you're not going to be tracking back. It's just
I think it's also about how well they can track back. Martinelli's mastered the art of like outrunning his.
That's fair because he had to cover
and winning the ball back.
That's good practice.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
he comes in field when he picks up the ball back to goal and cuts across diagonally in the field. He does that better than Trossard. Trossard seems to lose the ball in those scenarios. It's completely different to like beating a man and scoring a goal. That's what people want from their wingers. But the more I see wingers in world football now, the more I see a bunch of guys that have no end product that just are, 1v1 demons that don't really have any kind of like GA at the end of it. So I think Saka's kind of set a precedent where we expect constant GA from our wingers. and Trossard's backed that up off the bench. So it's very hard for Martinelli to keep justifying his start. But compared to the options,
the reason why I mentioned Trossard as well is because he is not supposed to be our main left winger, and he is mostly an easy target when it comes to saying if someone played bad. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he starts. And I feel like Martinelli has not been doing much better when he starts or when he comes on as a sub. I feel like I just want I'm not saying that you don't do this, Martin. I'm just this is a general statement. I feel like we need to keep the same energy with Martinelli as we do with players like Trossard and even players like Havertz. You know what I'm saying? Because Havertz is also an easy target to blame if he doesn't score a goal or if he doesn't get an assist just because he's a striker. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we need to expect better from Martinelli at this point, and I feel like we cannot sugarcoat this anymore, man. There comes a point where we need to be more ruthless. Not we, but Arteta maybe. But I hope that you're understanding what I'm trying to say. I feel like he's a little bit too comfortable to the point that it doesn't look like he's trying to improve.
Yeah, we can't let this slide. We can't. Sorry. You said something about people expect constant GA from their wingers because Saka set some kind of precedent.
No, striker. I said striker.
No. Martin said this. That's super disingenuous to say, considering Martinelli hasn't done anything offensive in 14 games. Like, it's not even asking for constant. It's asking for something. Like, his defensive side of the game is really, for me, is the only thing that is saving him from going to the reserves. Like, we have to call a spade, yeah, because it's not productive for anybody if you don't call a spade. Yeah, he is on since his injury, he has fallen off the craziest cliff that I have ever seen a footballer fall off at his age. At his age, he's meant to be rising. Be it as it may, he had an injury. But at his age, he should have, within the last season up to now, have found a way to go back to the potent threat that he used to be prior to his injury. I'm sorry, I don't think that Arsenal are in a position now where we can all agree it's about the margins. It's about the small margins. Because I tell you what, if Gabriel didn't score that goal, yeah, we would all be looking at, if only Martinelli.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I've got to counter to that. And I do understand that. Everyone has got frustrations Martinelli not delivering when he's got these chances. But I don't think that we've given Martinelli the same support that Saka gets. I don't think he's had a playmaker on his side that even helped him try and beat a man. And I feel like we're asking... I don't think that people realize that his role for Arteta is to tire people out. He's just supposed to run everywhere, take his man everywhere, and create a situation where the 60th minute someone comes on like Trossard and has the advantage where he's playing against this tired team.
Yeah, but Martin, the thing is, Martin, we're not. I don't think Hooks or T or anyone is criticizing him for not creating or for not doing some of these things. I understand the role he plays because, by the way, I was not happy with that miss, and I think that miss kind of dictated the way I looked at him for the rest of the game. But when I went after the game, checked the highlights, and I remembered some of the things he's done, I'm like, actually, the guy went like 6 dribbles. He roasted Poro a couple of times. He actually set up that. I didn't even know it was him who crossed that ball to Havertz for the header. I thought it was someone else. But where we criticize him more, and that's where he's letting people down, is when he's in that final decision-making option, he's making the wrong decisions. Like, you guys remember that game against Wolves, the first game? He had an easy pass to Declan Rice for a tap-in, and he decided to take a shot from a tight angle. The same thing with yesterday's game against Spurs. And I think the reason he's doing that is because he's so low on confidence. He's trying to get a goal back to get his confidence up. So even when he's supposed to pass or give a clear square ball or give a clear cross, he ends up going for some of these shots. So I have no issues with what Martinelli does on the left wing when he's running at the defenders, when he's tracking back. I think all that is amazing. I think that itself deserves for him to start. Where I have an issue with Martinelli is when he's in the final decision, whether it's supposed to be a pass or a finish or a shot, he's been making the same decisions. It's like, you guys will remember this guy, Jorvinho. Jorvinho was like that for us. Everything was amazing except when he did the final third, he would either shoot when he's supposed to pass or pass when he's supposed to shoot. That's where Martinelli
I've
needs
got
to
to go,
improve.
so I can't really like get into the deep weeds on this one. But I do think Arteta's frustrated with him. I saw after his missed chance, Arteta was like swearing in 7 languages, and I think it's a point of frustration for him that he's not making the right decision. But a lot of that might come down to this: like, I haven't scored in a while. I need to score. I can't be passing. I've got to take my chance. And he thinks that he's maybe better than he is. I don't know, but everyone thinks he needs to get his head up. And there's other issues about his attack, but I still like the kid. I think he's got potential. I wouldn't bin him.
Martin, did you give your prediction?
I gave a lineup prediction. I think maybe a 1-0 to the Arsenal might be another filthy snatch and grab.
Okay, cool. No worries. Big up to Martin, man. Big up to Martin.
Big up Martin.
Absolute legend, man. Absolute legend. Big up to Martin, man. Right, guys, we need to talk about this Atalanta game.
Just prior to that, I just have one final thing to say on Martinelli. Yeah, I really need people to stop using this excuse of Martinelli's playing bad because he doesn't have the same service or support.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
No,
he doesn't.
I agree with
he
Hawk.
doesn't. He doesn't. And
It's the
he
most
doesn't.
awful excuse that I've ever heard in my life. Because if you're a good winger, not even winger, if you're a good player, not even amazing, good player, you don't need to be blessed with the best in slot players around you for you to be able to make the right decision when you do have the ball in the final third. So because let's not act like Martinelli never has chances or is never in positions where he can create a chance or he can take a chance. If that was the case, I would understand, but that's not the case. That's far from the case. So I just need people to stop doing that, innit? Because Martinelli's one of those people that he's meant to be kind of solo, make something happen, attack the fullback, run at the defender type of guy, innit? So I'm not hearing that at all. At least me personally. If people still want to run that excuse, fine. But for me,
that's fine. So hold on.
I just want to add one small thing. You also need to take into consideration, why did Arteta want the left wing? Why? We were talking about a striker and he wanted the left wing. Why? Maybe he doesn't have the same belief in Martinelli as we do. Maybe he wants.
Wait, which left wing did he want? Oh, you mean Nico Williams?
Yeah. We were.
Oh, true. That is true.
They said the main candidates were Sesko and Nico Williams. Or we also looked at someone like Lookman. We basically looked at a lot of left wings. And Sterling can also play left wing. Okay.
I actually have my own theory about that.
So maybe Arteta just gave up, and he is forced to play him. I don't know. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm just saying, why do we want a left wing if we still are waiting for Martinelli?
So clearly, I'm the only one left here that can fight for Martinelli. Obviously, being that all you guys are negative.
I'm not. No, I said give him till the season, man. I said give him till the end of the season.
That's fine. That's fine. But the way you man are talking about this whole support thing, you know what I mean. I'm on to you guys. I understand, bro. I see it. I see it already, bro. I see the vibe.
Just asking questions, bro.
No, it's fine. The questions are questioning, bro. Don't worry, man. I see, bro. I see. You know what I mean? Because
he should be playing as a striker, you know.
Hold on. Yeah. Khalas. Bro, you know, T likes to do this, bro. He thinks I don't see. I can read him like a book, bro. Open on the page, and the letters are big, bro. So I can read him like a book. Bro, this guy is Trossardinho, you know what I mean? So he has to start bringing up conversations like this to remove the competition, bro. He has to remove the competition out of the way. Anyway, listen, I disagree completely with Hooks in this whole thing that he said. I don't know why everybody brings up this whole he's not got support. He hasn't got support. I'll tell you the reason why he hasn't got support. When Martinelli,
no, stop.
Yeah, that's not what Hook said.
That's not what I said.
That's not what Hook said.
That's not what I said at all. I said people need to stop using the excuse that he doesn't have the service or support that Saka has.
No, but he doesn't.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
No.
He still gets
but
into positions where he should be able to finish or create, but he doesn't. So can we stop using this?
Can I just land? Can I land?
You can land if you're going to address what I said. But
Yeah,
if you're not,
Okay,
there's no point.
so I'll address what you said. Yeah, I'll address what you said. You're saying that he doesn't. You don't want people to use the excuse that he doesn't have the same support as Saka. Yeah,
For his
He
poor
does-
performances.
he doesn't have the same support as Saka though, and I'll explain to you why. Saka, hold
I'm
on,
not denying that he
but
doesn't.
but brother, you're saying
That's
what
not
do you mean?
answering his question.
No, Sad. I'll explain to you. Hooks is saying
No, but
yes.
I understand.
No.
I understand. I understand.
No, you
I
didn't. You
understand what
didn't.
you lot said. No,
He's saying
because you lot
he's
are saying
agreeing
don't
with you.
use
He's
that.
agreeing with you.
No,
Yeah?
but they're saying don't use that as an excuse. But you
Yes.
have to use that as an excuse. And the reason why you have to use that as an excuse is because if he gets caught and he's double manned, all he's able to do is just try and get across into the box. When
Okay, let me ask you
realistically,
a que- okay, let me
what
ask you a
does
question.
no, hold on. When realistically, what does Martinelli strive upon? Getting into the box and trying to get shot on goal. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
I understand
but
we saw him against.
he's not
I
talking
understand
about
we
that,
saw
though.
him. I understand we saw him against. No, but hold on. Martinelli most of the time, yeah, will get doubled up on, yeah, and has to go back. He has to go back. On the occasion, you might see him try and go to the
I don't think he does get
the
double
goal line, and then cross.
Exactly, he does.
He
Yeah,
does. He
I
does.
agree.
He does,
But
bro.
but we
He
are
does.
talking
Very
about.
man.
But we
Very
are
Okay,
talking
rare.
about. No, listen.
let's
listen.
assume-
One thing.
Yeah, go ahead, T. Go ahead. T.
We are talking about not those positions. We are talking about the positions that he gets those chances and does
And he
nothing
screws
with it.
them up.
Yes,
Exactly.
we're not talking
Yeah.
about his overall play. We know how he needs to
Yeah.
play. We know that he is getting isolated on the left side to the point that he doesn't get much chances. But when he gets chances, he fluffs them. That's our problem, and that's what we're criticizing.
So
So,
I'll
yes,
give
Here's
you.
the-
You can
I'll
say
give you
that he doesn't
proper-
have support, and I agree. I 100% agree with that. That's why we bought Merino. That's why we.
I
play
think we
Rice
need
at
to
the 8,
move
you know
him
what
to
I'm saying?
striker.
So I'll give
But-
you proper examples, Saad, and you can tell me how lack of support on that wing affected him. When he missed the chance against Liverpool last season at Anfield in front of goal, had nothing to do with lack of service. When he didn't square the ball against Tottenham, had nothing to do with lack of service. When he had a clear pass to Declan Rice for a tap-in against Wolves this season, and he decided to shoot from a tough angle, has nothing to do with service. All these things that he's doing wrong have nothing to do with service. It has something to do with his poor decision making in the final third. And I think the reason
But
that's
he didn't
happening
have that
is
though. So why is that happening now? He did not
What do you-
have poor decision
because he's low in
making before.
confidence. We're saying that. He's low in confidence. We're saying that. But that's
No,
not
no,
an
but-
excuse that
but-
can
but
carry
you
on for
guys-
long.
No, but you guys are talking like as if like, do you know what I mean? There's no real like a way for him to get back into the team, bro.
Of course
know what I
there
mean?
is. We never
You-
said there
no,
isn't.
there is.
Brother,
there is.
listen. He can,
Here's
he
the
can
other
go
thing,
into
Saad.
striker.
Saad, hear me
He
out.
can go into
Hear me out.
striker.
And then what,
Sorry, go
Guru
ahead,
Havertz?
match day guru. Sorry,
yeah,
go ahead.
okay. So
Sorry,
hear me
I
out.
was
yeah?
waiting. I was waiting for you.
Now that Zinni isn't our left back and he's not inverting in the midfield, we have an overlapping left back in Hewing Timber. So if he cannot perform like that with an overlapping person helping him, then it's
Then it's
GG.
done.
Yes,
see
then
ya.
it's khalas.
Yeah.
Then it's khalas. I'll understand that. And the thing is, right now we're 4 games into the season. Yeah, I feel like we need to let him get used to having a fullback again, bro. Because it's been a long time since he's had a fullback to overlap with him.
True.
It's been a long time, bro. Because
I disagree.
Zinchenko's been there, and brother, please.
No, but Saad, would you not say his best season? Would you not say?
Wallahi, today, I swear.
I'm not saying I disagree, bro. Like, I'm sorry,
Hold
yeah.
on,
Bro,
hold on.
I'm sorry, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. No, I've had enough.
Too many men in the Arsenal fan base. I'm
Wallahi,
making
no man's not
excuses for this
speak,
guy.
bro. I
Okay,
won't speak.
okay.
Man's not letting me speak on my own channel, bro. Wallahi, this is a complete rudeness,
Okay,
bro.
so,
It's
sorry,
actually
Overlord
rude,
Saad.
bro.
Over
You know,
speak.
no, because this
Overlord
guy
Saad.
thinks he's too big for his boots now. He's going on
Now go on,
multiple
Overlord
streams.
Saad.
He gets to speak over me.
Now
bro.
go on,
What's
go on,
going
Overlord
man?
Saad. Go on.
Let me have a piece.
Yeah, go on,
bro.
speak.
Let me
bro.
have a
Speak.
piece.
Yeah, go on, speak.
This is the thing, yeah. He's not used to having an overlapping fullback. That has to take some sort of getting used to. Yeah. Now,
Yes.
in regards to Martinelli, I would give him this season, but I don't think that he's gonna get moved away from left wing. No, I don't think he's gonna get moved out of the team and sold. What I do think is I think they're gonna use him as a striker. They're gonna move him to striker. They won't play him as a winger. They'll go and bring in the winger, and I actually think if they brought in Nico Williams, that would have happened this season. This
I
season,
don't think that
it would have been Martinelli and Havertz being used as strikers. That's what I thought was going to happen when they brought in that Nico Williams if he came in, but he didn't. So obviously Martinelli's still out on that left side. Martinelli for me, yeah, needs to just be in front of goal, and he needs to have consistent chances. I know right now you guys are saying that, oh, look at the chances that he missed. Look at the decision making. He was not like that, bro. Like something mentally right now has just happened where he needs to get his confidence back. He needs to score a few goals. He needs to get a couple of assists. He just needs to get that confidence back, get back in the groove of things. And then we could see him start to become a much better player to the levels that he was in that
We're not disagreeing with that, Saad. We agree with you 100%. But you're saying the reason he's been poor is because he doesn't have support. The reason he's been poor is because the left back is game changing.
Oh, no, I disagree completely.
Would you agree that our left side was better this game than our right side?
This game, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
but that was but the reason for that, broski, you're not proving my point.
Bro,
the reason for that is
if
Trossard
gave that through ball to Saka, that would have been a goal.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I agree.
A minute, bro, because I'm about to be mad. I'm about to get mad. So hold on a minute, bro. Yeah, you're proving my point because the fact that he was good in this, the fact that the left side was good in this game is because he's been fed the ball more, he's been supported more, and and Trossard was,
and he still did fuck all. He still did that for.
Yeah, sometimes Saka has games where he does fuck all. What are we gonna do now?
I'm sorry. Yeah, sometimes, but Martinelli is having that a lot more often. Martinelli is having that a lot more often, bro.
Look.
I want to understand. I want to understand. You guys are saying, Start, you're saying all of this, but how come last season, towards the last 10 games of the season or 15 or whatever it was, how come we started playing? No. I'm saying, how come we started playing Trossard, who also didn't have service, who also didn't have support, but he was banging in goals, he was scoring winners, he was playing one of the best players in the game. How come he was doing it?
I'll tell you why.
Tell me why. Yes.
And I say this all the time, yeah, and I will say it again. The reason why Trossard was able to do it is because he's an experienced player. He's much older than Martinelli.
Oh my
so
God!
Already knows
Come on, dude. That's just disingenuous, man.
Hold on.
How old is Martinelli?
Yeah, how old is Martinelli? Go and check how old he is, bro. He's 21, 22, bro.
He's
23. He's not 21 anymore. That was 2 seasons ago.
Listen. We were cussing at Lokonga. We were cussing at other players at that age, okay? And we're giving this guy a free pass because of one good season. Yes, we believe in him. Yes, this guy is a good player. But bro, let's be real, man. We need to give this guy the same energy that we give to other players. I've cooked Havertz, and I will cook Martinelli the same way if he doesn't perform. It's just the same.
I can cook him as well.
But here's the thing,
but you don't cook Martinelli at all.
I've cooked him many times, bro. I've said he's.
You've just given. So in the last 20 minutes, you just said, A, he doesn't get that much service, which is why he's shit. B, he doesn't have the experience of Trossard, which is why he's not playing bad. And 3, he gets. Bro, he's been bad because he's bad. That's it. You cannot say because of this, because 2 seasons ago, he didn't have any of these problems, even though he wasn't getting that kind of service. Trossard filled in for him in the second half of the season, and he was killing it there on the left.
What's the difference? What was the main difference between the season that he... Exactly.
Yeah, but that's not enough reason for the fall off.
Granit Xhaka now has been spoken about.
No, it's not about Busquets. It's not about Busquets.
I'm not hearing that.
Bro, the reason why...
I said Busquets, but not
no, come on.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
To say that is embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing?
Embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing?
Because
you sound like the City fans who say we sold Gundogan and we don't have a midfield anymore.
It's not even that.
No, but we need...
Wait, you're telling me the only way...
midfielder... Rice on that side.
Halas, I can't say anything. Halas, just move on. It's cool. No, it's cool. You don't want me to talk about it, then fine, just move on.
Go ahead, man.
You love Martinelli. Halas, it's done.
Go ahead, Hooks. Go ahead, Hooks. Go ahead.
I just want you guys to be...
Bro, it's done, bro.
Stop being disingenuous, bro.
No. It's about, bro. Like, look. I need Arsenal fans need to wake up, yeah.
Who's that in your picture? Is that your mum?
That's her mother, probably. Yeah, that cannot be her. Oh wait.
It's not her, 100%. I know it's not her. That's why I said, is it your mum? Why, bro? What's going on with you, bro? Are you okay?
Bro, I just want to say, just to back up Hooks quickly before Hooks can go on this,
Look at this guy,
right?
man.
No, please, Sad,
Wait,
please.
is that your mum?
Listen.
Very,
No.
very beautiful, by the way.
Yeah,
is
she said
very,
it's her mom. She
very
said it's her mom. Yeah.
Yeah, can you let me compliment
mashallah.
her mother, please?
Bro, stop deflecting.
No. We want to go back.
Stop
Stop
deflecting.
deflecting.
Can you
Stop
let me-
deflecting. Yeah?
hold on.
We know what you're doing. We know what you're
1
doing.
second.
Press the
From
button.
Hard,
Press
we
the
know it.
button.
Fraud watch.
Have respect.
guys.
Ya akhi.
I have respect for
Tarm-
Suraida's mom.
Tarma.
Suraida, mashallah, your mom,
Tarma.
mashallah. But
والله
but-
أقسم بالله.
but Saad,
خليني أقول لها
I'll-
خليني نقول لها ما
okay,
It's
fair.
beautiful.
Sad,
Yeah,
I hear your
mother
point.
is very-
Even though
brother, can you just let me do one thing, bro? Please,
Finish,
just one
finish,
thing, and then you
finish.
can land it, bro.
finish, yeah.
Raider, your mother is very, very beautiful. Big up to your
Mashallah.
mother. Big up to your mother and all your family members.
Okay.
I can see
Now-
where you get
now-
your beauty from. Yeah, please. Just let me land my compliments to all of them, bro. Bro, please. I
You better
can see
answer
where
these questions, bro.
Raider, I can see where you get your beauty from. Your mother is very beautiful. Anyway,
Facts.
Okay. Let me say this quickly. I
Big
agree
up,
with
Suraida.
Saad
Now
a
go
little
ahead.
bit. I agree with Saad a little bit about yes, the chance that the fact that Granit Xhaka was gone, we changed the system. Kai Havertz was playing that. One second, Hooks. I agree with that in the beginning, yes, because there was an adjustment period. Fair enough. You're used to playing a whole season with Zinchenko on your left and then Granit Xhaka here, and then the whole system basically because Zinchenko and Xhaka were gone the next season, at least for the first half. I understood. I said, hey, you know what? 2-3 months, he's adjusting to a new system. He has Kai Havertz instead of Kai Havertz feeding him. Kai Havertz is running in, taking up spaces. I agreed. I said, hey, 2-3 months, fair enough. The fact that it's been 1 year and you haven't adapted as a winger, you haven't adjusted, and you have missed chances, and you have misplaced passes, that has nothing to do. That means you have been shit. Because even Saka, when he had to lose Odegaard here and there, or changes had to be made, when he had to stop playing with Jesus, because Jesus and Saka also had a link up, right? And he didn't have to play with Jesus anymore. Yes, he struggled maybe a little bit, but then he adjusted. He didn't make an excuse and say, oh, well, you know what, the system changed, so I'm going to keep playing the way that I play, right? Odegaard as well, when he had to play with Havertz last season, if you guys remember, the first 3 months, he was stinking it up. Because he wasn't getting that connection with Havertz. He wasn't getting that connection with Nketiah, who was playing ahead of Jesus. The moment things started playing a bit more, he adapted, he adjusted, he started dropping deep, collecting the ball, and building up attacks better, especially when Partey wasn't there. He didn't say, well, you guess what? You know what? I'm going to have a whole season of stinky performances because Partey is not available, Havertz has come in, Xhaka's gone. Odegaard adapted, Saka adapted. Why the hell is Martinelli not adapting?
And that's not even just like an elite level player thing. Like Hook said, it's just what a good player does.
Exactly. You don't need to be Messi to do it.
Let's also not forget, because these guys are heavily fraudulent. All of them, all four of them are heavily fraudulent. Yeah. Let's not forget. Yeah, that Martinelli has some of his best games when he's playing next to Jesus, when Jesus is playing up top. By the way, yeah. Now, Jesus, what does Jesus do? Jesus gives that support. Jesus will swap positions with him. He'll be like, let me go on the left wing, you go on striker, you go in the middle and occupy that space.
Yes,
Yeah? Let me
I
go
feel
and
like this
occupy
guy's a
that
word
space.
doc full of just excuses for this guy.
This is the thing.
exactly.
No, but this is the thing, though.
listen.
This is the thing.
And will
The
Jesus
some
control
players.
Martinelli's feet?
No.
And
But
will
some
Jesus
players.
use Martinelli's feet to
This
finish
is
those
this
chances,
is
bro?
this is what you're not understanding. Yeah, some players just need support, bro. Like sometimes it
No,
just has to
basically,
happen. I understand.
agree with that.
I understand to a certain extent. You need individual ability. I completely understand that. But also, a player, majority of the time, they need support, bro. Not everybody's.
I agree with
Lionel
that. So
Messi.
basically,
not everybody's gonna be Lionel Messi.
Or Neymar,
Where they put the ball up from
Yamal's
halfway line
doing it
and
without
just go
support.
past. Yeah, forget about
Yeah.
Yamal.
No, so I agree with
is,
Saad.
Generational talent.
In
He's the
that
best thing ever
regards,
since sliced bread.
In
That's
that
what
regards, I
everybody's
agree. In that regards, I agree with Saad. Basically, Martinelli has come from the factory with like settings, right? So this
Oh
is the
my
manual to
God.
operate Martinelli. He needs Jesus. He needs service. He needs Granit Xhaka back, right? He needs Zinchenko playing in the middle. I've never seen a player needing so many terms and conditions, right? Martinelli is basically the terms and conditions that we never read, right? You know, the ones that has big document and you have to click I agree in the end. That's Martinelli. Bro, please stop making excuses. The Jesus not being there It's not why he did not square the ball to Saka. That had nothing. So you're telling me if Jesus was on the
No
pitch
one's
today,
making excuses for him.
but that's what we are
Bro,
criticizing.
what are you
Star.
doing,
We're only
man?
criticizing
I'm not
that.
making excuses. I'm just explaining when he performed. I'm explaining when he performed what was different about that time.
Okay,
What
so
was there
explain
at
to me.
that time, bro.
Okay,
What have
okay,
we
okay.
done? We've
Question,
changed
Sad.
too many
I'll
things
just ask.
around him.
I'll ask one
and
question.
expected him, and what
I'll
I
ask
stayed
one
the
question.
same. That right hand side, bro.
I'll
That's what I'm
ask
telling
one
you.
question. I'll ask you one
I'm
question.
done,
I
man.
swear to God, wallahi, if you answer this and your answer is crappy, I'll just let it go. If let's say Jesus and Chaka was still there in the team, let's say Chaka was still there at Arsenal, Jesus was playing yesterday, for example, and let's say Zinchenko was starting left back, Martinelli's favorite settings, do you think he would have squared that ball to Saka? Assuming all these guys were on the pitch, would he have squared it to Saka? Would he have gone like, oh, Chaka's behind me and Jesus is there, now I will square the ball? Would he have done that? Because if your answer is no, then it doesn't address our points.
No, but can I explain to you why? So the answer is no. The answer is no, yeah? Hold on. There's no need to. You look like you're
Thank
about
you.
to have a heart attack.
No, you were being
the answer
sincere.
is no.
Thank you.
The answer is no. However, with those players, he would have had more opportunities, bro. He would have got
and he would have fluffed them more.
And he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. You give him more opportunities, I guarantee he puts them away.
So it's not Martinelli's
remember,
problem, but it's the players around him that are the problem.
Let's not Let's not forget what he done against Crystal Palace when he came on.
So
bro,
are you saying?
Game, yeah?
Are you saying?
Remember what he done, bro? Is that not a clinical player?
Are you saying that
Havertz
Havertz and Rice are the problem?
I'm just saying that they don't offer as much support as Granit Xhaka was. And,
Bro,
and
really?
Jesus
How come
and
Havertz has 7
Jorginho.
assists? How come Havertz has 7 assists? That's the same as Chaka. He has 13 goals and 7 assists.
He may have 7 assists, but his play style does not complement Martinelli, bro. And I feel like
How come it complements Saka? How come it complements Saka?
Because he likes to go to that right side. He never goes to the left side. If you look at Havertz never goes to the left side, bro.
A lot of his assists come from the center. A lot of his assists come from the middle.
But what I'm talking about,
wasn't it Havertz who assisted Martinelli against City?
And what I'm talking about is
yeah.
brother. Okay, so hold on a minute.
He held up the ball for him. He held up the ball for him.
Brother,
and passed the ball to him right
held
there.
up the ball and then touched it to him. And then let's face it, it was a deflected
That's
goal.
what Jesus
I understand
does.
that. But listen, no, Jesus is more the things that Jesus does, yeah. I feel like it's gone way over your heads, bro. Yeah, I feel like it's gone way over your heads, bro.
Yeah, we're all stupid. You're the right one here. Sorry.
Listen, I feel like I've got elite ball knowledge, and then you guys are just like normal.
Wallahi, you clearly don't. In this Martinelli scenario, you don't.
This is the thing, bro. This is the thing,
Bro,
yeah.
you are mentioning something else. That's the problem. We are not mentioning his support.
Listen. I might be being a bit shameless, and I might be trying to back him to the death. But I said I wouldn't turn my back on this guy, and there you are.
Right,
listen, I said I'm backing this guy to the death, and I stick to my word, guys. Yeah? So all I'm saying is, I believe in Martinelli. He will be back, and when he is back, I'm done.
Inshallah, I hope so. I hope so.
Bro. I'm dunking on everybody who turned their back on him, bro. I'm dunking on them.
All right, cool. But as Arsenal fans, we need to wake up. This is not the season where we can be doing up experiments and trying to make things work. And
that's why I asked Martin that question.
Like really and truly, yeah. What Arteta should actually do now is in the Atalanta game, go, all right, cool, Martinelli, you're gonna hold bench, and we're gonna start Sterling, and we're gonna see if that left-hand side works a bit different with Sterling playing. And if we have to bring you on as a sub, we'll bring you on as a sub. And if it works with Sterling, then I'm going straight into that Man City game with Sterling on the left, because we can't keep on we just can't keep on doing it, man. Like, we can't afford, this is what we cannot afford, for there to be something similar in the Wolves game where he could have passed to Rice, or something similar in the Tottenham game where he could have passed to Saka against Man City. Because against Man City, them chances, few and far between, and all of them are worth their weight in gold, bro.
I agree.
This guy, I loved Martinelli, but it's very clear. It's very clear, for someone that knows ball and watches ball should be able to notice this. He's finished. Maybe
not finished. No,
maybe as a striker. Maybe as a striker. Sorry, on the left wing, he's done. Left wing, he's done. He's finished. Left wing, finished. At least at Arsenal. Maybe at a different team with a different system or the way that they play, maybe. But at Arsenal, left wing, finished. Maybe as a striker, where he can simplify his game and doesn't.
Thank you, the masked cannon. The masked cannon is exactly on the same thought process as me. He's exactly.
Bro, that was the biggest deflection I've seen in my life. Come on, dude.
But listen, it's all good though, because as soon as he came on, what happened on that left side? As soon as he came on against Manchester City, what happened on that left side? It was on fire, bro.
Yeah, so basically, Sa just praised Martinelli for that deflected finish, but when we praised Havertz for holding on the ball and laying the ball to him for the assist, he's like, oh, but all he did is touch it. He just touched it. He just touched it to him. Come on, Sa.
Martinelli did all the hard work.
Who won us the Community Shield against Manchester City again?
Oh my God!
Trossard,
still living
right?
off of that, bro. It's a glorified friendly, bro, for a plate.
Yes, but
what
it's still against Manchester City.
What has Trossard done in the real games?
What has Trossard
in the real games? What do you mean?
Trossard has
done
the winner against the ball. You tell us, man.
Guys. I've gone a bit too far there.
You have.
Gone a bit too far. I've got a bit too far. Yeah. But listen, all I'm gonna say, yeah, is let's actually speak about Atalanta game, because we went into a whole tangent. Sorry. And this episode is going on for mad long. I don't know how long you guys have got. If you guys need to leave or what, or you got, what's the situations? Hooks normally.
I got all night, brother.
Hooks, are you good?
Chilling,
good for what?
Hooks is the one that normally needs to leave. But are you good? What's the settings, bro?
Yeah, I won't lie. If you keep on doing this fraudulent stuff like you're doing with the Martinelli thing, I might just leave.
Okay, so he's good. He's good.
If you don't be fraudulent,
why does he have to add that extra little spice onto it, bro?
Because you're being a fraud, man.
Just say you're good, brother. We disagree. Yeah, it's fine. Listen, I'm backing Martinelli, and I said this already. And if people want to turn their backs on him, bro, it's so good, bro. We've been here before, bro. Do you know what I mean?
So what is your cutoff, Sad? I'll just ask this and we let it go. What is your cutoff for Martinelli? Where you'll be like, yeah, I'm done with him now.
After this, if he plays this whole season and he still can't get a goal, can't get an assist, making stupid decisions, when Mikel Merino comes in, that's my cutoff. If Mikel Merino comes in, because I do feel like Mikel Merino is similar to Xhaka, he could offer that support to him. If Mikel Merino comes in and offers that support, which I think he will, if he's still doing this bullshit, then I'm sorry, bro, you're cooked.
Yeah,
at that point, I can't say nothing else. I can't say nothing else.
Fair enough. So basically, Mikel Merino will help him square the ball to Saka. Okay, fair enough. Cool. Let's move on.
Bro, I swear to God, bro, Ash is gonna make me throw stuff.
Sorry, I had to.
I'm gonna start throwing this computer, and this whole TV is gonna fucking get thrown off my desk, bro. And then I'm gonna be sitting here like a schmuck.
Let's go on Atalanta.
Listen, Atalanta. Let's get onto the Atalanta game. Ademola Lookman, I think that's his name. That's his first name.
Ademola Lookman, yeah, correct.
Ademola Lookman, man, is obviously the danger man that we have to look at. Obviously, Skamaka. I know as bad as he is, weirdly enough, when he's in that Atalanta system, he actually performs a bit better. But for Italy, he was absolute shit. But listen, they're not a team to play about with. I'll be real. They're not.
We saw what happened. Atalanta. We all saw what happened.
Bro, it's not even the Liverpool thing, bro. I watched them in the Super Cup against Real Madrid. Bro.
Yeah, they look decent.
The Super Cup against Real Madrid, bro. They were stepping to them, bro. They were stepping to them, and they could, bro.
Gasperini doesn't fear anyone, man. I rate that guy.
That's gonna be a tactical battle, bro. That's gonna be a tactical battle, and it's gonna be hefty, bro. Like, I think we need to put a bit of respect on Atalanta's name.
Yeah, but we gotta rotate the squad though. Like
I know we gotta rotate the squad, but let's not rotate it too much, man. We still need to go for the win. I know that people are saying, "Oh, we got Man City with these players need rest," but bro, like we need to relax from not altering the squad too much, not changing the squad too much. We can't go too weak because Atalanta will beat us. They will beat us if we go too weak. I can guarantee that.
You think Partey can go another game, 90 minutes, like 4 days in? And then go again for City. There's no chance.
You have no choice.
This is what I'm thinking. I do agree on Partey being benched. I think Partey needs to be benched. Not benched, rested. Sorry, Partey needs to be rested.
So who would you start?
You know what? Jorginho.
Rice, Jorginho.
I'll start Jorginho and Rice. in the
Yeah.
midfield.
Ah,
I'll start
okay.
Jorginho and Rice, and then I'd
And then
put Trossard
Trossard.
in front of them.
Yeah.
That's the midfield I'd go with. I know Jorginho was getting cramped up in the end of the North London derby, but realistically, it's his first game of the season. He's gonna get cramped up, bro. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't played a game in like freaking a month. But I can't lie, that's the midfield that I would go with. Backline, I think we can make some changes. Do you know what I mean? I think
who's back
Timber,
though, right?
I think Timber can play on the right, if need be. The centre back partnership stays the same. I'm sorry, but Gabriel and Saliba can't have rest. That's something that can't change at all. Also, the left back, depending on Calafiori, whether he's back or not, I'd play him there. If we're not playing Calafiori there, actually, you know what? I've just realized
Jakub is the only guy available then,
No,
But
not
I don't
Kivio.
wanna
No,
play
no, not Kivio. Kivio's cooked at left back.
You know what? Yeah,
I would actually rest Timber and start Calafiori. I think Timber is the one who's
But
had
Calafiori
injuries
is not
recently and-
confirmed,
Yeah,
bro.
is he
Calafiori,
fit?
we
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
bro.
If he's not confirmed, we just have to start our full back four. There's no other option. Like we've got to go all four because Tommy's not there. I think Zinchenko is not available either. Like we have no choice. But if Calafiori is available, I think it makes a lot more sense to rest Timber because we're
Who
going
would
to
you start in
need
the front
him.
three?
My front three would be I would probably start Jesus that game. I think he does well away from home in like these European nights.
I'd keep Timber. Do you know? I know not Timber. I'd keep Havertz on. Should I tell
I
you the
don't
front
know.
three? Should I tell you the front three that I play?
I would keep Havertz too, but
It's a
not
bit-
there. I would keep Havertz
it's
behind
a-
Jesus.
No. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's a bit controversial. So everybody just let me land, and then you can erupt. So my front three.
Martinelli.
No. I'd bench Martinelli. I think we need him for the Man City game. Now my front three, you guys, relax. There's
I
no
didn't
need
say
for the
anything, bro.
looks. Your eyes said it all. Both you
I'm
and
mute.
Hooks. Anyway, my front three for this game would be Sterling, Jesus on the right. I'd play Jesus on the right. I'd play Jesus on the right. I'd play Sterling on the left, and I'd play Havertz down the middle. That is the
I was
front line
thinking
that
the same
I'd go
thing.
with. That's the
I was
front line
thinking
that
the
I'd
same
go
exact
with.
thing, yeah.
Martinelli,
That's
we
not
need
that
him.
well.
Martinelli, we need him. He's too important. We need him for the Man City game, and then Saka, of course, as well. We need him for the Man City game. He's way too important to keep on playing. So I would do that. But listen, whatever we say, it's bullshit because Arteta ain't doing that, bro. Arteta's not doing that.
No,
He's
but
playing
wait,
Saka
if you start that front three, who would you play in the mid then with Jorginho and Rice?
Trossard. Trossard's in front of them, bro. So I'd go Jorginho, Rice, Trossard. Then in front of him, the front three is that front three, and then I think the back line has to stay the same unless Calafiori is fit. If Calafiori is fit, then Calafiori goes in.
I'm doing something different, to be honest. Like,
What are you doing?
I'm playing the exact same back four that we played. Yeah, because I feel like Timber needs that momentum in it. I'm going Partey and Rice in the midfield with. Do you know what, the number 10? I don't really. Do you know what, part of me even feels like maybe give Wanyeri some minutes, but I don't really care about who goes in the 10. If I'm being honest, whether it's Trossard or Wanyeri or somebody else, I don't particularly care. But I would go with Sterling on the left, Jesus up top, and Saka on the right. I would personally rest Havertz for the Atlanta game for a few reasons. One of them is I just feel like Jesus is suited more as a striker in European.
You're okay, bro.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there like, bang.
Yeah. I feel like Jesus is more suited to European games, Champions League games. It's just played different. And Havertz covered so much ground in the game against Tottenham.
He did.
We had like literally to the point he was covering for Martinelli, he was covering for Saka, he was tracking back, he was everywhere on the pitch to the point at the end of the game he literally broke down. He died. The battery, you see when it flashes on red, it went to 0. The phone died. Like, so if we want him to even put in like 75% of what he usually does off the ball, we're gonna have to give him rest, like when we can, like for playing on a Sunday and then a Thursday and then a Sunday again for the intensity that he has to. Man, something's got to give. Like I feel like if we start Havertz in the game against Atalanta and then start him in the game against Man City, I think he'll have a bad game against Man City. Personally, there's only so much the
You know
human
what?
body can do.
Hooks is cooking. Hooks is cooking right now. I wanna actually change my team around. Sorry. I know I said my team already. I want to change it around now because I do think Havertz was knackered at the end of that game. You could see he was knackered.
What about Saka though? Saka was.
No, 100%. I think Saka's
Yeah.
definitely not playing as well. For me, I want to change my team. Obviously, Rice and Jorginho are staying the same for me. Yeah, Rice Jorginho is the double pivot that we're going with. In front of them, I would play Jesus, and then in the front three for me is going to be Sterling on the left, Martinelli on the right, because I do think Martinelli can handle the game time, and I would go Trossard down the middle. That's what I'm readjusting because I think Havertz does need a rest, bro. Because yes, he doesn't get injured and he's not injury prone, and he's actually a very in that regards, he's a very, very good player in regards to like keeping
built like a
free,
donkey,
bro.
man.
Yeah, he's just a
Donkeys.
workhorse, bro.
Yeah,
exactly. He's very good, bro. But that's my amended 11 once Hooks spoke because he's cooking. I can't lie. Yeah, Ash, go ahead, man. What's your predicted?
Yeah, for me, as I said, I would bench Timber because I understand the momentum thing, but I just feel that City game is going to require us so much more running than we required against Spurs because they're going to test us a lot more, and I'm assuming we'll probably also come out and attack slightly more. And I don't think they will press us the way Spurs do, so we will have like possession on the ball and we will carry it forward. Calafiori's played in Italy, so he's going back to like familiar grounds. I don't think it'd be too hostile for him. Again, if he's fit. If he's not fit, I'll just keep the same exact back four. I agree with resting Party because we 100% need him for that City game with Rice, and I don't think he can play 90 minutes against Spurs, 90 intense minutes against Atalanta, and then 90 intense minutes against City. Like then he's probably gonna break a hamstring like in training or something after the game, and he'll be out for like 4 months. So I would start Jorginho. I think Jorginho, again, Italian, probably knows the grounds, will be able to handle that hostility with Rice. Now, for me personally, I would start Havertz in this game for what Saad mentioned. He is fit. Like the guy is being known well for his fitness, for the fact that he's able to track back. And I'm not a big fan of starting Jesus and Trossard together in that middle because I think they'll just get in each other's way and they won't put in that same shift defensively if they're both playing in the middle. Whereas Havertz, if he's playing behind the striker, he's shown time and time again, at least as an 8. So I think as a 10, he'll do it too. He will put in the shift. He will track back. He's obviously nowhere as creative as Odegaard, but where he will lack in creativity, he will more than make up for in like his runs into the box, being that aerial threat, winning the headers and holding onto the ball and feeding players like the wingers, let's say, or Rice, whoever it is. So I would start Havertz there behind the striker. Jesus up top because I think he kills it in those European nights up front. My wingers, I would probably start Martinelli and Sterling. So I would start Sterling on the right and Martinelli on the left. I'm not a fan of this Martinelli on the right thing. I think Sterling on the right, at least he's played there before. He's shown impact there before. His best ever goal scoring season came when he was playing on the right wing. So I think I would give him a little run over there and bring on Saka in the second half if Sterling is thinking it up. And for me, I start Martinelli because I don't want him to start against City. I think it's insane for us to start him against City. Trossard should be starting on that left and Saka on the right. So because of that, I would switch it up a little bit and start Martinelli on the left. And hey, maybe give him another game to try and prove himself. Maybe he has a very good game. Maybe he scores, he gets that confidence back and he starts building it up. But I don't want to risk giving him that chance to build up his confidence against City. I think that's insane because he's going to get in another scenario, as Hooks mentioned, where he's supposed to square the ball to freaking Havertz, let's say for a tap-in. But because Mikel Merino is injured and because Odegaard is not playing on his side, he's going to say, shit, now I'll have to like shoot the ball up and we'll end up losing the game because of that. So I'd rather start him against Atalanta.
Yeah, we can't have that against City.
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, if we get a clear-cut chance like that against City and we don't score it, we're 100% losing that game. Because they're the only team in the world, along with Real Madrid, who will punish you if you miss one golden chance with them. They'll probably punish you instantly, not even like in 30, 40 minutes, probably in the next 4-5 minutes. So I would rather start him against Atalanta. And last thing I'll say on the game, by the way, I don't, obviously it will be difficult because it's away, but I actually think we'll come back with a win even with this lineup. I don't fear them that much this season. They haven't started good. They got smashed by Inter Milan 4-0. And then they lost another game. I can't remember to who. I think maybe Bologna or someone. I don't know. I don't think they're that hype of a team
in the league, though, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I just don't think they'll handle the Champions League nights as well as they handle the Europa League. I don't know. I just feel it won't be a comfy win, but I think like we'll get the job done without much problems.
Okay. T, did you give your starting 11 or
not yet?
Okay,
I will go Raya, Ben White, Gabriel Saliba, and Timber. And if Calafiori is fit, I will play Calafiori. The reason why I play Ben White is they have Lookman, and we need our best right back at the moment in time to stop him. So that's why I will keep playing Ben White. And he didn't have the best game against Spurs, and let's hope he can pick his form against Atalanta and play a little bit better. It's an Italian team, so they play slower than what we're normally used to. So maybe that will be in his favor. But what do you want to say?
Sorry, T. So sorry to cut you off. Just on your thing, that's a very good point. Do you not feel Timber is better, a better fit to handle Lookman versus Ben White? Do you not think that he's better in one-on-one defending?
All round, yes, and it all depends on Calafiori. If Calafiori is fit, then we could consider playing Timber at the right because we've seen how good he is defensively. So yeah, then we could maybe consider playing Timber at the right. But like I said, it all depends on Calafiori. If he's not fit, then I would go with the usual Ben White and Timber on the left. The midfield, I agree. I will go with Jorginho, Rice, and the number 10 is a hard one because I have a feeling that he will play Jesus at top and play Havertz at the midfield. I don't think he will give Havertz rest because Havertz never gets rest. This guy never gets injured. This guy never gets tired, and Arteta knows that. So I have just a weird feeling that if he plays Jesus at the 9, which I think he will, I think he will play Havertz at the midfield. The left side, I would say, is going to be Martinelli still. I think this is a perfect game for Martinelli. You're playing against a slower team. You know what I'm saying? So this is your chance to get maybe a GA and perform and let the world remember that you actually have pace because we haven't seen that for a long time. So I expect a performance from Martinelli this game. Okay? I'm not underestimating Atalanta. I'm just saying at this moment in time, we are the better team. They are the European champions for the Europa League. So I will respect them, but I still believe that we are the better team, even though we don't have Ødegaard. And at the right, I will play Raheem Sterling because I agree with Ashraf. That's actually his main position. He is a right winger. Left wing is second position, in my opinion, for Raheem Sterling. So I can see him playing for Saka. And the striker will be, like I said, Gabriel Jesus.
Can you play left wing for Man City?
That's what I'm saying. Doesn't make sense.
I'm pretty sure Man City and Sane played right wing.
No.
Actually, no.
It was the opposite. Sterling was on the right. Sane was on the left. That season when they won the league with 98 points and Liverpool
when Sane left,
Sane scored that goal against Liverpool from the left. He's always been
when Sane left and then Mahrez took over the right, bro, and then
they moved him. He flopped.
Then they switched. Yeah,
he didn't flop there. What are you talking about, bro?
He didn't have the same output. That 31 goals out of 50 games was on the right, and the season they put him on the left, his GA was like 10, 15. Go check his last season when he played on the left. He only had 10 goals and like 7 assists.
Yes.
And even City fans have said it. City fans have said on the left he's not as effective.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I believe that's his main position, and his secondary position is the left wing. So that's why I can see him play for Saka. Arteta knows that because he was there when he played right wing. So yeah,
Okay.
that's my 11.
All right.
But I like
much-
wingers that their stronger foot is on the inside. So that's why I feel like Sterling will play.
But that's the
more.
thing, Hooks. He
I
doesn't.
agree with
He
that
does
point, but with Sterling, it's a special case.
exactly. He doesn't
just
do
plays
that.
better at the right.
He doesn't cut in on his stronger foot and take shots as much. He's actually a lot more dangerous on the right because he's more unpredictable. He can cut in on his left side and cross. He goes on the right side with pace and squares it. Like he's had some good games on the left, but a lot of times, and this is what I've seen with a lot of City fans like Nobbins and all were saying this, like when he's on the left, he becomes too predictable. Like he always wants to go on the right and it becomes like easy to read.
Okay, match day guru. Did you give your starting 11?
No.
Go
So Raya picks himself. Back four, like T said, if Calafiori's fit, then you play him left back and then Timber at right back. Midfield, I'd go Jorginho, Rice, and then Trossard above them. On the left, I'm playing Jesus. Now that we've had the Sterling conversation. Jesus, Havertz up front, and Sterling on the right.
Okay. So you're keeping Havertz in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we might as well start with you. Predictions for the game, just to round off.
2-0.
2-0 for Arsenal, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know why I asked that, like as if you were going to say 2-0 to Atalanta.
Come on.
I don't know why I asked that. T?
I have a feeling that we're gonna get a clean sheet, but I do believe that we're gonna score multiple goals. But I won't be surprised if it will be a 2-1. But I will still go with a 2-0 Arsenal. Let's go.
Atalanta.
Let's
I
go.
was hoping that what was it that you were doing last season, T? Was it 2-1 or 3-1? And then every time he'd say we
3-1.
concede a
Yeah,
goal,
yeah.
and then every time he'd say that, yeah, we'd go clean sheet, bro. Bang.
You're
sorted.
right. I forgot. Can I change still? Or
Yeah,
is
you
it,
can. You can.
locked in?
100% you can. 100% you can. It's not locked in. Bro, it hasn't even gone down the road. Yeah.
I don't see us scoring 3 at their ground, bro. That's the issue. But khalas, okay, 3-1, go.
Yeah, for the sake of
of the superstition.
Yeah, the superstition, bro. We need to just do that, bro. Now, let me go to the guy who's probably gonna have one of the most outrageous score lines. Because listen, let's face it, bro. One thing that I can confirm about Hooks, bro, is that he's always backs his squad, bro. He always
Ash was like, yo, me, dude.
Nah.
I thought he was referring to me. Or what? Why? Yeah.
Ash, can you relax with this main character syndrome? Not everything is about you.
I didn't
You
say
fraud.
anything. Hey, Guru spoke.
You fraud. No, but you thought it. You see the way he did this whole thing?
Yeah, I can think what I
Main
want. It's a
character
free world.
syndrome. You fraud. You are a fraud. Hooks, I'm pretty sure your prediction is gonna be mad. What are you saying, bro, for this one?
I'll be real, yeah. I think we're gonna lose 2-1, to be honest.
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
Like,
Is Hooks doing like a
I
prank?
don't know
or
what kind
something?
of gimmick. I don't know what gimmick he's trying to do right now. Hooks, bro.
What happened
please.
to no more humble hooks? What happened to that, bro?
Yeah, but do you know what? I can't lie. Yeah, like I'm basing this off a few things. Yeah, like so there's a lot of players in our squad that's just like played way too many minutes over like the summer and the first like however many games of the season, plus the international break that we just had. So we're gonna have to rotate our squad to some degree. I just don't know if however we rotate our squad, I don't know
if it's strong enough.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like going to Atalanta, going to Italy, like the atmosphere is different, the crowd's on your back, like the flares, the flames, the noise, constant. We may be put in a position where we have to play players that aren't as experienced in the Champions League. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel I'm not 100% that we'll lose, But
Is that
with
what
the-
your heart's
the-
telling you? Is that what
yeah,
your
man,
heart's telling you?
because I've been sitting here for time thinking, because I knew you were going to ask about the prediction, but I just there's something inside me just saying we're going to lose. Like, obviously, I hope we don't. Like, I would love nothing more for us to just go there and get like a 3-0 or something. But the situation that we're currently in, and I know Arteta's like the lord of only look at the next game, only look at the next day, only focus on, you know what I mean? But I don't think that this game is a game that we can do short-term thinking on. Like, we have to have Man City in the back of our mind, because that Man City game, if our players aren't in a good enough like fitness state for that game, that could derail our season. So I don't know. There's a lot of things in the air right now. Like, I haven't heard anything about Saka's injury. So
I've apparently sorry, we were meant to speak about it, but I didn't want the show to go too long, bro. It's already 2 hours. I don't want to get to, in Hassam's word, I don't want to get to Oppenheimer settings, bro. Do you know what I mean? Where we're just 3 hours in and then we're just like, bro, when is this thing gonna end?
A Bollywood movie.
Yeah, well,
Or a Bollywood, exactly. I was gonna say a Bollywood movie. Yeah.
Yeah, them Bollywood movies are long, bro. My dad watches them all the time. And Turkish movies as well, or Turkish series as well. Like, there's this one doctor one with this special doctor. I think he has autism or something. But he's like a doctor who can. That's it, the good doctor, bro. And he's able to tell shit, bro. Like, before it even happens. Like, underrated series. I can't lie. I got into it for a couple of seasons, bro. But brother, they have like 250 episodes per season.
Yeah.
I'm okay, bro. I'm good,
bro.
Yeah?
We milk the shit
Yeah,
out of movies and series.
They
bro.
milk the shit out of it, bro. It's crazy. I'm like, bro, the Turks go crazy with it, bro. They're like, you know what? This season started. We're watching this for 2.5 years. That's what we're doing.
All I'm saying is there's this one movie named Recep İvedik. That's one of the most popular movies in Turkey, and it has like 8 movies or something, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Now, you know what? I think I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? What did I just say before the Bollywood?
Saka's injury.
Yeah, sorry. I was gonna speak on Saka's injury. Apparently, Saka's injury, it was just cramp, and he's they're hoping he's gonna be available for the Atalanta game, and they're hoping he's gonna be available for the or they're optimistic about him being available for the Man City game and the Atalanta game. Meaning, I genuinely don't think. By the way, big up to Jamzo. Big up to Jamzo. North London forever. I saw your reaction, mate. I saw your reaction to the Gabriel goal, mate. Got to jump in, mate. Absolute legend. But apparently they're optimistic that he's gonna be able to play in that Atalanta game. Meaning, or what I take from it, he's gonna have no involvement in the Atalanta game. I can guarantee you that now. 100%. Yeah, Saka's not even going to be involved. I don't even think he's going to travel. I think they'll leave him at home.
That's perfect chance for Sterling to show what he's got.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I think Sterling's 100% starting this game. 100%.
We also cannot be Saka FC all the time. Like, we need to be able to play and win without him.
Yeah. Bro, we beat City without Saka. We can't beat teams without Saka.
100%.
You know 100%.
So Hooks is going with a 2-1 to Atalanta. Are you just gonna go with your heart, yeah, and just say Atalanta 2-1, yeah? Cool. Ash, what are you going with, brother?
I think it'll be. I'd say 1-0 Arsenal. I think we'll get a goal in first half. I will just defend and block Atlanta out. I don't know. I think so. 1-0.
Yeah,
I agree with D. I don't think we'll concede.
I was gonna say the exact same thing. I think it's gonna be a 1-0. It's gonna be a smash and grab. The game is gonna be not end to end. It's gonna be a very tactical game, and it could go either way. But I'm gonna have it go in Arsenal's favor. But I do believe we will get. We'll play exactly how we played against Tottenham, where, do you know what I mean? It'll be a very tactical game. They might have more of the possession, but we're just trying to pick them off. We're just trying to get counter attacks.
Yeah.
The only thing is, their manager is a very, very, very good manager. Tactically, he's a very good manager.
He is
Very good.
a candidate for
And he's
manager of the year. Yeah.
yeah.
For
The Ballon d'Or.
Ballon d'Or. Yeah. Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. And I think he has a good chance of winning that as well for what he
I
done.
hate him. I can't stand him.
For what he done. Yeah, listen, the thing is he's not everybody's cup of tea, bro. But I like him, man. I don't know what
No,
it is
for
about
me,
him,
it's just because I'm just no. I mean, I shouldn't be hating him, but it's just that I hate the fact that he ended Leverkusen's historic
give it up,
undefeated
bro.
treble.
Give
Nah,
it
that
up,
was
bro.
Who
This
cares?
guy,
that was for the books, bro.
this
That was
guy
for the
will lie,
books.
bro. You know what?
I
Fine.
felt
Bro,
bad. I was watching them.
happy.
I was watching them all last
happy.
season, bro.
I am happy that it stopped before 49, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
I'm
true.
happy
Get
with.
into, bro, get
That's
into
what I'm happy
49. Get into 49 games undefeated is not for everyone, mate. 49.
Wait,
49
guys.
undefeated.
You
49,
realize
49.
No,
I
I'm
say.
realize-
talking about-
Hold
I'm
on.
talking about the league.
49,
I'm talking about the league.
49 undefeated. Playing
talking about the league.
football
It's the
the
most
Arsenal
overrated thing, I
way.
swear.
No,
Genuinely,
definitely.
you realize there are other teams that have gone longer undefeated, like Milan.
Yes, I know.
Juve.
Juventus have done it.
So
Bro,
why?
Listen.
Wait, so
all
Sad,
I'm
just a quick
saying
one.
is
Which is a
everybody
better
was
undefeated?
moving.
bro.
Which is a better invincible thing? 49 undefeated in the league, or undefeated all season, barring the final game?
What do you mean?
So they still lost.
You know what I mean. Stop it.
So they still lost.
Hold on.
You can compare
People act
Bundesliga
like we
to
didn't.
Premier
People
League.
act
though.
like we didn't lose. People act like we didn't lose 5 or 6 games that season.
Bro,
But they
let us
had
be
we had a
delusional.
longer unbeaten run, bro. We had a longer unbeaten run. At least keep it going.
No,
bro.
we didn't.
In the
We
league-
didn't have
in
a
the
longer
league-
unbeaten run.
in the
Bro,
league.
in the league, they had like.
Who
43
gives a
or
shit
something.
in that season?
No,
we
no,
were
but I'm talking about
undefeated
in the
in
league.
every game.
I'm talking about in the league, bro.
So the
You know
Champions
what?
League that season.
I've had enough of this guy,
Fair
bro.
enough. I
This
am
guy
joking.
Ash,
We
yeah,
lost.
Ashraf.
We
this
lost
guy-
to Chelsea.
I'm not
Wallahi,
we lost
joking.
to Chelsea.
I'm
that
not
season.
joking, yeah. I'm not joking, yeah. I'm sick and tired of Ash. Pardon my French, sucking this freaking thingy off about.
I'm being
freaking,
realistic, bro.
Leverkusen. Oh my god, he ended the dream story. The happy.
No,
ending.
that was more tongue in
Bro,
cheek. That wasn't
yeah,
legit. However, their season was a lot better than our invincible season. Stop it. Don't be deluded, son.
There's
No,
no
it wasn't.
chance, man. There
They
is
went
no
No, it
chance.
wasn't,
undefeated.
bro.
They
No, it
went
wasn't.
undefeated, guys,
Dude,
in the
Bundesliga.
whole season.
Bundesliga
Yes,
compared to the
the
Premier League.
Bundesliga,
Are you kidding me?
The Bundesliga that was dominated by Bayern. It's not like Bayern went undefeated. That would have been nothing. It was
There's like
Leverkusen
3
that were
teams in
fifth.
there you got to worry about. You know what I
3
mean?
teams.
Premier League.
But
Bro,
Leverkusen,
Yes.
who offered
Leverkusen-
this can of worms, bro?
but Leverkusen wasn't one of those teams.
It's
Leverkusen
this guy
wasn't
who
one of
opened
those
the can of
teams.
worms
Bro,
because
Ash,
he
Ash,
said
We'll
he
move on.
ended
You guys
the
can be
run.
deluded. It's okay.
Ash,
I guess we'll
Ash,
revert back to the usual. It's your goal.
Ash,
It's yours goal.
Ash,
We're gonna revert back to that. Leave
Ash,
it.
Ash, all due respect, yeah. I'm finding this real hard right now. All due respect, yeah.
Go
Bro, the
ahead.
teams that are in the Bundesliga are of zero comparison to the teams
Stop.
that the Arsenal invincible team had to play against. Like, I'm not. Bro, I know you like to think, yeah, because I watch a lot of international football from other leagues.
Yes, that's how you get good ball knowledge. Exactly. That's how you get good ball knowledge.
That apparently the German teams are better than what everybody knows them to actually be. But Leverkusen going unbeaten in the Bundesliga doesn't mean anything. Because by the way,
It does.
by the way, as obviously as an achievement, it means something. But to compare it to going unbeaten in the Premier League is absolute insanity, bro.
It's not. It's not insanity.
I'll tell you why. Because if Bayer Leverkusen, that Bayer Leverkusen team goes into the Prem
He's just done.
of that the 03-04 Prem season, they don't go unbeaten. If that 03-04 Arsenal team goes into the Bundesliga of last season, bro.
I mean, Hooks, I'm going to use your famous phrase that you used against Deji. Let's not use the Marvel universe, ifs, buts, and maybes, because we don't know how that would have happened.
You and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like, ee-aw. That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
So
It
the
was not
Leverkusen-
Bayern Munich
so
that
the
did it. It was
Leverkusen team is better than-
Leverkusen. Dortmund reached the finals of the Champions League last
Wait, so the-
season.
so the
So
Leverkusen
weak
team
ass
is-
Bundesliga.
Wait, the Leverkusen team is better than the
Sorry?
Arsenal Invincibles. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know about that. I know that their achievement and their invincible season is
don't
better
flip-flop.
than Arsenal's invincible
Don't
season.
flip-flop. Don't
By
flip-flop.
the way,
Don't
why
flip-flop.
would I not? I would argue maybe they could be better. Maybe they could be better. Bro, our invincible season team lost to Chelsea in the Champions League. We weren't actually undefeated. Why are people forgetting that? We actually lost 5-6 games that season in the
league.
Champions League.
In the league.
Yes, but that was in the Champions League.
Yes, because we switch off our footballing brain as Arsenal players when we go to the Champions League. We play a different game.
No, but the thing is,
this is why we get bantered as Arsenal fans
but
everywhere.
hold on, because
we are deluded.
No, hold on, because this is the thing, though. Yeah, if we're talking about in the league, yeah, let's just talk about in the league. They couldn't even go into the next season, brother. What was their run in the league? What did it end on? 38, something like that.
Sad.
39?
First of all, there are only 34. There are only 34 games in a season in the Bundesliga, not 38, because they have less teams. They have 18 teams. They don't have 20. Second of all, they had like what out of 34 games, they had 30 wins.
That makes
they had
it
28
harder,
wins
by the way,
and 6 draws. Whereas Arsenal had like 26 wins and 12 draws.
They had to play more games.
Yeah, that makes
So I'm
sense.
saying, bro, oh my,
That's making
my
that.
point.
T, am I bugging? Is that not making our point?
Yes.
Bro.
Yep.
Yes. But my point is they had 28 wins and 6 draws. We had 26 wins and 12 draws. I'm not taking anything away from the invincible season, but we should not be crazy enough to be like, it's better than the freaking Leverkusen run of last season, where they went undefeated in the entire season, barring the final of the Europa League. Whereas Arsenal lost 5 or 6 games that season.
So they didn't then. Halas. So they didn't go into
Yeah. Okay, but neither did Arsenal. Neither did Arsenal. Exactly. Neither did Arsenal. Arsenal didn't go undefeated that season either.
Yeah, if that's the game you want to play, it's fine. Yeah,
I
can play that game too.
Big up Jermaine.
Arsenal didn't go undefeated either. I'm just saying they didn't go undefeated
I can play that game too.
Anyway, listen. I think we're done. This has been an eventful stream. Big up to the Big up to the 64 people that are still here. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel.
We had 98 views at some point, bro. Big up, guys. Honestly, 98.
Yeah,
views,
honestly, big up, man. Big up.
Incredible.
And Soreda, 100% Ash, bro. If Ash if he could change teams for like just one day, he would become
I'm a realist.
Leverkusen fan.
I'm a
Leverkusen fan.
That's why when I criticize Saka at the end of the season when he has bad performances, the other guys glaze for him. And like, what do you mean? So what if we didn't have a good performance? So what if we stunk up for the last 3 games? No, it's Saka. It's Starboy.
Not this combo, please.
No. I won. Another day.
You know what? That's for another day. 100%. I am now definitely not looking forward to Sardek's Ash, because that is just. I feel like this is gonna creep up again, bro. I'm not looking forward.
No. Wallah, I won't bring Saka.
No, you know he's gonna be throwing shade on Martinelli
100%,
every single stream you do from now on.
I know it.
Guys, I'll just say this. I know you guys will laugh at this. Martinelli and Partey are my favorite Arsenal players. So when I criticize him, I'm criticizing him in spite of the fact that I love the guys. Like, they're literally my favorite 2 players at Arsenal. More than Saka, more than Odegaard, more than anyone. But if he's shit, he's shit. I'm gonna say he's shit. I'm not gonna defend him blindly. That's mad.
Wait, you like Martinelli and Partey?
And Partey. Yeah, they're my favorite too.
Anyway,
Saliba.
Yeah. I mean, I like Saliba, but these guys are my favorite.
Guys, why are we building a mad conversation?
Yeah, guys, leave it. Let's end it.
This is gonna take us down a rabbit hole.
2 hours and 13 minutes. That's mad.
Yeah. Listen, longest show. Big ups to everybody. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing. We are out of here. I'm sending you guys over to Footy Judge Mo. Go over there and just spam Monza, because they drew against Monza. Yeah, they drew against Monza. So also. In the description, in the chat right now is the link to Halftime Hooks. Go over there and subscribe, please. Subscribe to his channel. Also, spam this in the chat. Spam this in Mo's chat. Monza, because they drew to Monza 1-1, because they were saving players for Manchester City, which is going to be an interesting game, bro. I can't wait to see.
Yeah, that's good.
Etihad, right?
Yeah, it's at the Etihad, bro. Yeah. If Inter get a win against Manchester City at their home, bro,
We need
Hamza is a dead man walking, bro. And I feel like that could actually work towards us.
Yeah, for sure.
Work towards us. I think that could work in our favor going into that game, bro. Because
But
I think they could be a bit off.
it can also work against us because they can get most of it.
If they smash Inter 5-0 or 6-0, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll be like, you know what, it's looking techie. But anyway, big ups to everybody. Make sure you smash the like button, make sure you're subscribing. I love you all. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, people. Peace.